Hello YouTube, we're playing Dwarf Fortress, would you like to join us? Well, I mean, you can't play along, but you can watch if you like. Leave a comment, like and subscribe, all that kind of thing. I'm not going to compel you to do so. It's really not necessary, but if you like it, you may as well. I mean, get it in your feed. Be good, wouldn't it? Right, what are we doing? We are making sure that this this corridor is thoroughly trapped, and we're getting there. We're getting there. The cage traps don't seem to be going in very... Oh, fuck. The Werebison, Atu Nakausbu has come. A very large bison, twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow lime. Its sepia hair is long and shaggy. Now you will know why you fear the night. Nope, can't think of any songs that are by the artist known as Shaggy, so I'm not going to even embarrass myself by singing them. All walls are magma safe. We had this established during the stream earlier, but is an undug cavern wall a wall, strictly speaking? Probably, it's got to be. Right, so where's our Werebison? Where are you? Over here. Okay. So, how many dwarves do we appear to have outside the fortress? Now, the main reason anyone would be outside at the moment is to build this paved road. Probably that's what this guy's doing, right? They're the broker. Oh, I don't want to lose our broker again. And they're a woodcrafter. What are you doing outdoors? Creator of Stiztimglid. Okay, cool. And the only other reason they'd be anywhere is up here, building the floor for our lovely new volcano temple. Now, there's no way we can prevent them from running down the side of the mountain and going past the Werebison before they go back into the fortress. We can't wall them in. They just won't have. They'll have to go and get the materials to be walled in. We can't have a bridge or anything because it's just not there. So they are almost certainly going to pass our Werebison nemesis over here. So there's at least 3 or 4 of them up there, and there could be any number of them on the hillside. Tell you what, let's go back up there and take a look down the hill. Anybody? Anybody on the hillside? I'm actually not seeing any dwarves. Oh no, speak too soon. There's a dwarf right there. You see him blinking away. Any other dwarves? I mean, can we afford to lose the people on the exterior? Looking at it, it's like, what, 4 or 5, 2 down the bottom. So less than 10 dwarves. Sorry, fewer than 10 dwarves. So, I mean, realistically, do we need to panic about those levels of loss? I'm not sure we do, you know. As long as none of them are our siege operators, which I doubt because they're all hard at work. 2 of them at least. 3, 4. Okay, they're all hard at work training in here. So, I mean, maybe we can just close up the gates and lose them? At the very least, I'm going to set the alert off. So, let's go to the surface, press military, alert, and click civilian alert. There we go, which should bring everybody inside the fortress, he says, pointing with his finger, past all of these traps, because we want them inside that area. Now, those traps aren't going to affect the Werebison until we start pulling the lever. So, we need to take into consideration that we might have some of our own people running across the lever. This is worrying. There's not much we can do. They're all on their way in. All we can do is watch this chap and see where he goes. Oh, actually, we could also say change action to fire at will. And then we can go down to our other lads over here and say to these ones, stop firing at will. F, not in use. Not in use, not in use, not in use, not in use. So now we have a shitload of operators ready. And thinking about it, what we'll also do is say, change the orientation of this one so it's firing that way. And, oops, there we go, that one that way. Change the action to fire at will. And then this one. Fire at will. They're all loaded, so it's good fun. And fingers crossed people will get there in time to blast the Werebison. However, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Man the ballistae, indeed. Man the ballistaceae. Man the ballistas. Let's do it. Raw wall won't melt completely. That's good. That's good. Okay, so we've got those set to shoot. They should be fine. Everyone's running inside. Let's advance time frame by frame rather than getting too frisky with it, just so we can monitor what's happening. The werebison appears to move with great speed. I'm not sure we're going to get very far. Holy shit, there's someone with their baby up here. Why? Why have you brought your baby to the surface? This seems like an incredibly foolish way to behave. Why are there cedar logs in this fortification? How are there cedar logs in that fortification? I'm worried. Hopefully they're just blocking up the slits. The sluts. Lovely. Nothing like a mental image provided by the thought of the phrase blocked up sluts. Let's keep this ticking along then. Press the full stop button a few times just to go on by one increment each time. It's definitely seen these people charging in. Has it seen this parent and child yet? Not by the looks of things. They seem not to have noticed the werebison themselves though, otherwise they would be running the other way. In an optimal scenario... Oh no, it's spotted them. For sure. For absolutely sure. In an optimal scenario, these start firing before anyone dies and take it out. However, I feel like that's very unlikely. The dwarves still haven't even reacted to the fact that there's a... Oh, why'd you have to bring your baby? Your vulnerable baby. Please, when you leave the fortress, leave your vulnerable babies inside so they can be protected by our stout walls and traps. I think we're about to see some infanticide. Oh, look how close they are. It's the next movement. Yeah, I think we're going to start seeing some serious carnage. Let's hope this one gets indoors quick enough. They don't seem to be able to. Oh, they've got away. They've got away. And oh, hang on, that's A. The werebison is fighting. The werebison attacks the siege engineer, but she jumps away. Intriguing. Let's advance a few more squares. Looking at it, there's still a bit of space between them. I don't think any actual combat can be taking place there. No, we're definitely going to start seeing some combat now. Okay, no, not yet. Come on. No, keep running for the fortress. It looks like you've been attacked unarmoured. There's only one thing I can say, and that is that I hope you and your child die quickly, because you ain't coming back in the fortress. And if you do, we're chucking you in the magma with your baby. So get walking. Let's play the Incredible Hulk theme tune for them, shall we? Do 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 do. The Lonely Man theme. A haunting piece of music, but lovely nonetheless. Right, come on. What's this purple guy down here up to? Why is he prattling around in the vomit? Why is the broker hanging around outside the fortress when a werebison is being a dick? And frankly, there's an alert on. Let's have a look at the werebison. Still only one page. The werebison bites the siege engineer in the right foot. Right, you're out. You're out. You're gone. Is there a baby? Any notifications? Can the baby be saved? Can someone collect the baby from its parent's corpse? And can it be retrieved for future use? Grabs the siege engineer. The werebison releases the grip of the werebison's right hand on the siege engineer's lower left back teeth. Oh! So that's basically what they're doing. Worrying attack. Is the pillbox in the burrow? It is, Tidy, or it should be, for sure. Hello, I'm Jan. It's going well, thank you very much. So how did you... That's terrible. If only you missed it. If only you hadn't missed it. Seems we were once again beset by a werebison. That is true, Plutonium, Jesus. Once again, the werebisons roam the area. Sorry, I'm getting wildly distracted. I wonder if the same one that ran off ages ago... It could be. But that was a goblin before. Is this one a goblin? I can't see any indication of what it is when it's not werebisoning. Anyway, let's keep this going. Come on. Fingers crossed the mother dies quickly. Is it a mother? I think it's a mother. it's not a mother. It's... oh. Ah, she appears to have got some distance between... No, it's fine. They're catching up. Throw the baby to the guy on the road. That's probably your best shot. That's the best shot at your lineage continuing. However, you know, if we see a notification where the baby's been hit, I am not going to be kind. I'm not going to be forgiving about it. An artery has been opened by the attack at the top. Looks like the... Oh, thank you very much, Uzi Fu. Much appreciated. Thanks for the follow. Let's keep going down here. Weir Bison locks the siege engineer's right shoulder with the Weir Bison's left hand. It's a very wrestly Weir Bison, isn't it? You'd think it would give more attention to using its horns. Bison have horns, don't they? I have improved my wrestling. That was satisfying. Fuck you. What's our most recent one? I have improved my fighting. That was satisfying. Does he keep the fighting skill when it turns back into whatever it was before it became a Weir Bison? Or is that purely in Weir Bison form? The Weir Bison bites the siege engineer in the lower body, tearing the muscle and bruising the right kidney through the pigtail trousers. The pigtail trousers is ripped to shreds. Ripped to shreds. Come on. Grammar. Right, let's keep advancing frame by frame again for a little while longer. Come on. Don't get sloppy, Weir Bison. I want you to kill parent and child, one after the other, or concurrently. Kill them at the same time. If it's the same blow, I don't mind. If you use two separate blows to attack the baby and the parent, as long as they're fatal, I don't care. But if either of those fuckers get back in my fortress, it's going to be bad times for everybody, especially them. Look, broker, what you up to? No job. Overwhelmed by horror. Come on, this is Dwarf Fortress. This can't be the first time you've watched a parent and child rent asunder by a ravening weir beast. This must have been a part of your daily life growing up, surely. Let's make sure that pillbox has... fuck, the pillbox is not part of the burrow. Okay, let's fix this. Let's fix this and get our siege engineers, or siege operators rather, up and where they're important, where they count. Hopefully the Weir Bison will see them through the fortifications, and that will lead to a little bit of attention being wrought away from the probably doomed trader. Come on, trader. You can just imagine him sitting there. Eyes like saucers. Pants like a Nutella jar. No, he didn't come to his senses, which is a shame because he wasn't a bad lad. He wasn't a bad trader. Let's come on. Are we going to get any of our engineers up there? Not engineers, you know what I mean. The Weir Bison strikes the broker in the left foot with its cave spider silk cap, bruising the muscle through the wild boar leather shoe. Has there been a bite? That's the key. Yes, the Weir Bison bites the broker in the right lower arm, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone through the yak leather coat. A sensory nerve has been severed, a ligament has been torn, and a tendon has been torn. The Weir Bison latches on firmly. The broker misses the Weir Bison. It's literally bitten him on the front arm, on the forearm, and he can't hit it. Mind you, he's a broker. He's not supposed to be a combat veteran. He's supposed to be, doing trades and stuff. Oh shit, I unpaused it. Fuck. What is this motherfucker doing? Why are you there? That's a mad place to be. We need to close that gate, and we need to close it rapidement. And I think the best way to do that is to go down to the dining hall here, click on the lever for the outer gate, say add job pull, do it now. And then do we close the inner gate as well? Oh, I don't know if we fixed that up. Oh shit. Oh bollocks. Pull it anyway, we'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, it flings one of our dwarves into the corridor filled with upright spikes and kills it. So, that's not that bad, is it? It'll do. I'm not seeing the baby anywhere. Let's just check the combat reports and see what happened to the baby. There's only 3 pages. So if we go up a page, there we go. The siege engineer's been found dead. Here we go. The Weir Bison strikes the dwarven baby on the head with its cave spider silk cap, bruising the muscle. The force bends the neck, tearing apart the skin and bruising the fat. The werebison strikes the dwarven baby in the head with its cave spider silk cap, bruising the muscle. The force pulls the neck, tearing apart the skin and bruising the fat. Death! This is truly horrifying. Why'd you do it then? A dwarven baby has been found dead. It's a shame. But, it doesn't matter. There's not much we can do about it. I mean, it's one less vulnerable baby to worry about. That's all I can say. Right, it's going to be a miracle if they close this bridge in time. Ah, shit. Wait. It's gone up a floor. Why? Oh, hang on. Because there's another dwarf. And what do you do, sir? Why are you there? Papermaker? Thank you for your sacrifice. Your literal, not even figurative sacrifice. It's not metaphorical. You're killing yourself. You're being killed for the goodness of the fort. Oh, hello. No, don't run into the fortress. What are you doing? Right, your sacrifice is for nothing. You've completely wasted it. How dare you drag your bleeding, tattered corpse back into this fortress? That's not cool. That's not what we wanted. That's not the point of what's going on. Well, at least he hasn't been bitten yet. Oh. The werebison kicks the broker in the head with its left hoof, and the injured part explodes into gore. An artery has been opened by the attack. Well, that's kind of implied by the exploding into gore, right? So he's only been struck and attacked, not bitten. So even if you do make it inside, there is a chance we won't have to execute you. Although it's remaining pretty tight on his hind quarters, right? I'm worried that it's going to just rampage through the fort now. We're not even going to have time to set off the spike traps. Time to rally the chasms of gilding. Wait a minute, the respective ores only has 8 people in it. Which one's which? I've got to check which one's my melee unit and which one's the wrestlers, because we can't send the oily boys in. There's no good doing that. We'll just end up sacrificing the whole squad. And it looks like we may... yeah, I think what's happened here is the leader of the wrestlers has become depressed and killed themselves. Which is annoying, because it only leaves 8 wrestlers wrestling. But, they're pretty good anyway. The worst wrestler in the squad is talented, and that's Meat Spike. Poor old Meat Spike. We should totally rename them to the Oily Boys. It would be more noticeable, wouldn't it? Let's change the respective ores to the Oily Boys. It only makes sense, right? M... The respective ores, rename, name squad, there we go. The Oily Boys. There we go, the Oily Boys. Just what we needed. Okay, right, back to the military squad screen, and the chasms of gilding are going to have to come out and kill the werebison. Kill the bison, kill the bison, kill the bison, kill it please. Is that going to be a good idea? I don't know. Let's advance frame by frame again and see what happens. At least the blunt weapon users now have actual blunt weapons. Actually, I feel like it stopped for a minute here, fighting the poor fucker in the corridor. I don't want our military to charge in. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cancel that kill order. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cancel it. And I'm going to say it's O. There we go. And I'm going to say not oily boys, chasms of gilding. I want you to be positioned, which is M for move. And I want you behind the traps. I want you... Ooh, actually. Let's put you behind the traps in here, out of the way of that fucking ballista. F. Prepare to fire. There we go. Lovely. Hopefully there'll be no one from the fortress in the corridor at the point we need to fire it, but we'll see. Now, an ideal scenario involves both of those gates flipping up before anything happens. Come on. Come on, because then we've trapped it. We've cornered it, and we can open the inner one and enjoy the sight as it dances through our corridor of traps, hopefully to be gelded by glass spikes. What a lovely album title that would be. Or a band name. Welcome to the Gelding Hour. Come on. Maybe I should unpause it and let things tick by. What is this silly fucker doing? Olin Sack Boulder. He does have sacks like boulders, because clearly he's walking into a death trap without even thinking about it. He says, strutting forwards, supremely confident, foolishly confident. Okay. Okay, it looks like the weir bison... Oh, no. Okay. Best outcome here? He is flung at high velocity, fist first, into the weir bison and manages to turn it into a sort of flying M. Bison-esque spinning psycho driver. Is that what it's called? The psycho driver? I forget the name of the move. Anyway, let's keep moving. Let's have a look at the combat reports and see what happens there. There's the papermaker. No. Okay, so apparently the guy he was fighting hasn't got in there. The force pulls the neck, tearing apart the skin, strikes the papermaker. Okay, so the papermaker's just on the floor getting his head kicked in, basically. Which is not fun for him, but honestly, it's probably the best he could hope for at this point. Where did the guy go who was on the drawbridge? Was he flung up into the air or something? Because that's a 1Z level tall corridor. Maybe he's been pancaked on the ceiling. Just a little pair of boots dangling loosely from a red puddle on the ceiling. The image in my mind is very comical. I mean, it's a gruesome thought, but it's making me chuckle. It does look like that inner one never got connected up, doesn't it? What's this fuckwit doing? Don't charge in. I know you're a mace dwarf, but you're supposed to be stationed way back here, out of the way. Don't tell me that as soon as they see it, they attack. Can I give them explicit orders not to do so? Chasms of Gilding. I want you to... select individuals. Oh no, we want the whole squad. That's not how it works. Let's try moving him again. Come on, move. I want you back here in this room, as far away as possible from the combat, okay? I know you've got steel armour, but there's a significant chance you'll get fucked. And there's a small chance you'll step onto that drawbridge and be flung into oblivion. And we don't want to waste your steel armour. Oh, come on. You mace nutcase. He's going straight in. He thinks he's Mace Windu, but he's actually Copper Mace. Let's zoom in a bit and see what happens here. Let's have a look at him. Who is he? Shem Whipped Days. I thought that said Whip Daddies. Shem Whipped Days. Let's have a look. Shem Bomb Recolod. He's got a Mace Dwarf skill of 5. His base fighting skill is 8. That's not too bad. His armour use is 2. And his shield use is 4. I'm not sure how this is going to play out, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. You cannot. Oh, bugger. I think move always makes them attack on sight. Shit. They will charge recklessly when they see enemies. That's 3 beautiful ways to say the same thing. I love it. Nothing will stop them from attacking if they see it. Everybody's on point. They all know what's going on. I feel like chat knows more than I do. I mind you, why am I surprised? Hello, Burnblood, good evening. And Plutonium Jesus, who I've already said good evening to. And Uzi Fu, who I've already said good evening to. And Ina Yarn, who I've already said good evening to. Question mark? I think I have. Yeah, you said, how's it going? Up the top of the chat a little bit earlier, and I didn't respond to it. Of course. Let's keep going full stop by full stop and see how this works out. Fingers crossed it pans out with a lovely combat resulting in dead weir bison. I mean, do we allow the siege engine to fire? I don't think we should. Look, we've got our squad here standing in the corridor for some daft fucking reason. What's your plan? I mean, you're supposed to be in that room. Why are you up here? All right, I'll tell you what. We're going to move them to AM. I'm going to move them down a Z level. Oh, maybe more than one. Move them down to there. Okay, you've got to go down there, lads. Because otherwise you're going to be in the way. Don't unpause it, Christ's sake, scoundrel. That's going to allow too much time to pass. The Mace Dwarf's getting in there, though. He's getting in there and apparently drawing the thing towards the fortress. Let's have a quick check to see how he appears in the combat logs. 13 pages. Okay, where does the Mace Dwarf start? Right, at the point where the papermaker stops getting its head whiffled in with a silk cap. That's bad. If a creature comes in flouncing around with a silk cap and beats your head in with it, you know that's a tough creature. It is a werebeast, indeed. It's a werebison, as Plutonium Jesus pointed out, Burnblood. And hello, Hendrik Zero. Good evening. Good night. You're correct. It is 11 o'clock p.m. here. 11 o'clock p.m. And therefore, definitely nighttime. Oh, dear. Okay, let's find the Mace Dwarf. The Mace Dwarf punches the werebison in the right upper arm with his right hand, bruising the muscle. The werebison misses the Mace Dwarf. The Mace Dwarf bashes the werebison in the left upper leg with his copper mace, bruising the muscle. The werebison misses the Mace Dwarf. The Mace Dwarf bashes the werebison in the right hoof with his copper mace, bruising the muscle. The force pulls the right leg. The werebison misses the Mace Dwarf. The werebison charges at the Mace Dwarf. The Mace Dwarf jumps away. The Mace Dwarf bashes the werebison in the lower body with his copper mace, bruising the fat. The werebison misses the Mace Dwarf. The werebison strikes the papermaker in the head with his cape. He gets bored of fighting the Mace Dwarf, goes back to whiffling the papermaker to death with his hat. Hopefully, he hasn't bitten the bastard. That would be nice. If he's just smashed his skull in, maybe we'll be able to keep him alive on a sort of dwarven life support machine. Keep him quadraspaz on a life glug, so to speak. Where are we going? Although he has had his neck twisted and the skin torn apart, so he's probably got a horrible sort of like ripped up flesh thing going on, like a hoop of tornness around his neck. The Mace Dwarf bashes the werebison in the left hand with his copper mace, bruising the muscle. The werebison charges at the Mace Dwarf. The werebison collides with the Mace Dwarf. The Mace Dwarf is knocked over and tumbles backwards. The werebison misses the Mace Dwarf. The Mace Dwarf attacks the werebison, but it jumps away. The werebison strikes the papermaker in the head with its cave spider silk cap, bruising the muscle. The force twists the neck, tearing apart the skin. Okay, we've got the idea of what's going on here. Let's advance by a few more frames, see if old Macy comes in. Oh, another fuckwit comes up from the bloody, comes up from the mines. Hey guys, anything interesting happening? Not really. Oh, there's another Mace Dwarf coming though. This is interesting. This could result in the werebison being outnumbered, and we don't even get to use our exciting new toys. Are they pinging? Are they come to the thingy up here? Where's our pillbox? Nobody's firing, and to be honest, there's nobody there to fire at, so let's turn them off. Not in use, not in use. Not in use. In fact, let's put them all to prepare to fire for a bit and see if they actually go there, because it looks like no one's come up. Where were we? Ah, yes. Advance, advance. Hopefully the lad carrying the skin will see the papermaker who's with all of his silk cap wounds all over him and will run the other way rather than trying to engage with the werebeast. The Mace Dwarf is back in the game. He seems to be giving it a go. I think he just got batted back. Intriguing. Now I feel like I can unpause it. We've got the bastard trapped. What's this guy up to? Just some peasant standing on the upright spikes. Oh, is he the guy that got fucked when we tested the upright spikes, I wonder? Come on. The fight goes on. The goblin? Oh, he's changed back into a goblin. Nice. The Mace Dwarf bashes the goblin in the upper body with his copper mace, bruising the muscle and bruising the left lung. The Mace Dwarf bashes the goblin in the right upper leg with his copper mace, bruising the muscle. It's nice. So the werebison just changed one frame ago. Oh. He's making a run for it. He is, of course, going to head, if he goes this way, through a different array of traps in one of the cavern baffles. Let's follow him and see what happens. Go on, down you go. Down there, perfectly safe. Oh, he's panicking. Oh, fuck, he's running to the mines. This is a problem. He could end up being a bit of a troublemaker. Have our lads followed him down? Because if he changes back into a werebison while he's still in the fortress, I mean, we could wall him in down here. There's nothing to dig out. Should we do it? Just wall him in and have him as a sort of berserker of last resort? He's coming back to the steps. Presumably he'll panic and run again. Yep, didn't even... Oh no, here he comes. Am I military still tasked with killing him? No. I feel like we should... Hello, Anemic Libero. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Past midnight for Bowen Blood. Ah, yes. Lovely Europe time zone. Or at least to the west time, to the east time zone, sorry. To the west. Oh, excuse me. Stretchy. It was the same goblin. It was indeed. Now, do we send our boys in to attack it? Or do we just hope that it goes down into the corridor and gets attacked? We'll come down and check on it in a minute. I just want to check that our pillbox got manned. Only by 2 dwarves. Presumably others are on their way, but I'm a bit disappointed by that. That doesn't feel like it's going to work well during a siege. Then again, sieges last a while. So probably if there's more than one enemy attacking, it's going to be okay. I mean, we could send the oily boys down for some training, but the problem is, will they kill him in time? You know what, I'm going to go and kill him with our military. Give them some proper combat training. Why not? It makes sense to give them that little extra bit of training, right? So, Chasms of Gilding, I want them to kill. Creature under the cursor, this one. Here we go, and then, once I've come out of this screen, we'll click on him, follow him, and see what he gets up to. Where are you going? Are you expecting to escape the Chasms of Gilding? I mean, you are not going to do it down there. Honestly, there's no way out. Unless you go through one of my trapped cavern baffles. Oh, they're coming for him. Oh, Lord, they're coming. Oh, bash, taken out. Who by, though? Who was that? Who was that boy? Shem Bomrekalod, who, by the look of him in Dwarf Therapist, is... same Mace Dwarf he was fighting before. Lovely. Absolutely bloody lovely. Kill the goblin. Kill the goblin. Although I'm sure Salford Sal did not say it in quite so masculine a way. I'm sure she had it. Someone has died. Okay, sure, the goblin gives into pain. That's the moment I'm looking for. But at some point, goblin misses the Mace Dwarf. The Werebison shakes the Mace Dwarf around by the tongue, and the severed part sails off in an arc. The tongue is ripped away and remains in the Werebison's grip. What poor fucker was that? Oh my god, the Werebison bites the Mace Dwarf in the tongue? Yikes. Well, at least the bite that connected killed, right? That's what we want. Holy shit. Oh my god. How did he get him? They're all wearing full plate armour. He must have, like, stuck his tongue out through the holes in the helm. Kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit. That's not the right one, is it? It's Tannhauser Overture by Wagner. Anyway, let's go over to Dwarf Therapist and see if anyone got infected, because I'm a cheaty man who likes to tell if people have been infected by looking at Dwarf Therapist. So sue me. No. It looks like nobody got infected, although we've definitely lost some. Our population is down to 167 adults, 24 children, and 3 vulnerable babies. Oh, whoa, the babies. One of them died, obviously. We saw that happen. Poor fucker. Anyway, back up to the surface. I think we can open up the fortress again, which is nice. So I'm going to open the outer gate first. Add, pull, do it now. And then we're going to open the inner gate. Add, pull, do it now. Oh, whoa, bingo. Ah, thank you very much. We're still in Dwarf Therapist. There we go. Mace Dwarf bitten is not great news. He's dead. So it doesn't matter. He's dead. Because I can tell who's been infected or not by Dwarf Therapist. I've got that cheaty box ticked. So now we know no infections, so no Werebisons running around. The temple has not been built. Essentially, I unpaused it for a few seconds. The Werebison turned up, and then that's everything that's happened since we started. So you've basically missed nothing. Nothing but a little smattering of combat. And, a combat smattering is easily missable. Right, I've unpaused it. We should end up with the drawbridges going down. Please don't squash the dwarves. Whoa, don't smash that. Don't smash that. I'm going to do another quick read just to be sure, because I feel like I can't believe that guy got attacked solely with the cap. It seems crazy. The Werebison came in and did nothing but slap him around with his silk hat. Quite the dandy lad, wasn't he? I never imagined the Werebison wearing a silk cap. But what must have happened was it was just turned into a Werebison and then went, pulled it off the top of its head and started smacking people about with it. And who wouldn't, you know? Who wouldn't? I know I wouldn't. Anyway, where were we? Opening that up. How many people have we got manning these now? Okay, they do turn up, so that's good. We can turn those off. Change action. Not in use. Not in use. Not in use. Not in use. Lovely. And then we can continue practicing with the catapults, because they were good. They were working. So F, fire at will. There we go. Lovely. The catapults will keep twanging and we'll end up getting our siege operators very good at it. Very good indeed. Looks like we're getting a lot of grazable land forming around our farms now, which is quite good. This room could pretty much be used as a grazing zone for all sorts of stuff. I wonder if our migrants brought anything. I highly doubt it. Let's have a little look, see if we've got anything that can be grazed. Hen, gander, turkey gobbler, cat, guinea hen, cat, sow. Oh, we've got pig. That's quite cool. We've got a male pig, got a boar. No, not the look of it. Cavey sow, cavey boar. Oh, fucking castrated the thing. What an idiot. If only I'd realised. Never mind. Okay, back to the surface. The gates are open. Everyone's still been told to stay in the alert, so I think we can turn that off. A civilian alert off, and then people can resume building all the stuff they were doing before up at the temple, which is not much left, to be honest. So let's unsuspend these. They should get done relatively quickly. Only the ones that were touching the actual pre-constructed stuff have unsuspended. Anything that they couldn't have done just remained inactive. That's good. I like that. There we go. Those will get built nice and quickly. To be honest, I could fill in this area here, start doing it. Let's do it. In fact, I think what I want to do is I'm going to connect this temple complex to the interior of the fortress, and then I'm going to wall in this little bit here. It only makes sense. So let's go down. Oh, they found the corpses. Presumably the people who find the dead baby are going to be absolutely mortified, but oh well. There's not much we can do about that. I don't have infant resurrection powers, and if I did, I certainly wouldn't be sitting here playing Dwarf Fortress. I'd be at the hospital, making distraught parents much happier. Or would I? I don't know. How evil am I? I've never really considered the depths of my depravity before. Ah dear. Of course I would. Of course I would. Let's go... Oh. Okay. Do we go? Okay. Let's go past the... a little bit further. There we go. Now we can come up. With up downstairs. Go bonk, 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 bonk. Oh, hang on. That's getting a little close to the edge of the map. So we'll continue it over there. So I zoom out a little bit so we can actually see the volcano. That's probably a good idea. And then we dig over to... there we go. Over to about... there should do. Up downstairs, and we'll go up, 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 up. That's getting a little bit too close to the entryway again. So we do that, and that, and that. There we go. And then do this, and this, and this. And then again, the up downstairs. Can zoom in a bit now. I think we're much closer to target. And up, up, up. Blah, 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 blah. Not at all. Let's start here, go that way, bring it deeper in. We're going deeper over ground. And then we put our stairs in again. Up, 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 up. And I'm thinking we're going to actually basically come up in that corridor, right? No. Oh, so fucking close. A little bit further. Oh, no, not like that. A little bit even further. There we go. And now, if we come from here to there and come up, 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 up. Ah, shit. It needs to be just one over. You know what? I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to say DI. I'm going to cut the stairs in here and just go down to the level I want to be at. God, I love this song. It's just great. It's just great. That looks about right. I mean, it's horribly misaligned. You know what? Let's do it a bit nicer. Not perfect, but nicer. There we go. And we can just get rid of these 2 extra bits there. Or do it properly and actually get rid of them. There we go. That's a bit better. Now that will mean that we can access the... No, it's fine. We can access the volcano from within the fortress, which will allow us to build a lovely wall. Oh shit, what have I done? Upper floor, there we go, across here. So B, capital C, W, KK, and then we build a wall there, and we'll make it out of, what should we make it out of? We've got enough obsidian blocks, we'll make it out of obsidian blocks. Boom. Lovely. And then we just wait up here watching until it gets dug out, right? Seems sensible. I mean, we could be doing other stuff, but right now I fancy a little look. What have we got here? It sounds like a Monty Python sketch. It does. I'm assuming you mean the beaten to death with the hat. The fish slapping dance was what I was thinking of, Plutonium Jesus. KVs only give skull, no leather, meat or bones. Oh, I thought they were like a little pig. That's a shame. All we need now is a tower so we can shout at the gobbos in an outrageous French accent. Oh yeah. Why not? I mean, give it a go. Sounds like fun. The Necromancer M. Oh my goodness. They're sending you some terrain to help fill your tables out. Ah. I had a friend who went to the Nottingham, like a tournament at the Nottingham headquarters not long ago, and he said they had, like, every table had like one piece of terrain on it, and they must have done an enormous bulk order of the stuff for all their stores. So I think, like, every official Warhammer store is being outfitted with, like, a big, like, array of terrain that's, you know, uniform across the stores. Interesting. Maybe it's one of those. I think I could find the picture. How charged is my phone? 30%. I'm not unplugging it to find it for you. I'm going to leave it for now. Is the alert still on? No. So why is nobody coming up here? Are they too off-put by the corpses that abound? And what jobs have been suspended? I'll bet all these traps have been suspended. Oh. Ah. Oh, no. Lovely. Okay, in that case, let's go and check our cavern baffle. Make sure the traps have been... sorry. No traps have been suspended down there. No, looking good. Go back up to the spike lever and start connecting up. Add upright spikes. Add... Oh, no. Upright spikes. Spikes. Ah, there we go. We'll get it done. Ooh, there we go. I don't think we're going to have any problem fitting all of these in the queue. Not like that. Like that. There we go. Okay, so we've not got any upright spikes left to connect. And soon we'll have a pretty nasty little jabby corridor going on. I'm quite pleased with it. I'm not going to lie, actually. I'm very pleased. Not that that was a lie previously. It's more of an understatement than anything else. No, I've not. Whoa! Cold water on a bad tooth. I've not played Warhammer in almost that long as well. In fact, probably about that long, yeah. It was 20 years ago. 2000. Fucking hell. Oh my god. I haven't played Warhammer for about 27 years. Realising how old you are. Wow. Actually, I've played tabletop like role-playing games, Inquisitor, but they're all Fantasy Flight, aren't they? They're not actually done by the Games Workshop anymore. For some unknown fucking reason. Ooh, we're probably going to have some food in the kitchen that needs to be turned off for cooking. Let's turn off blackberries for cooking. Blueberries. That way we'll get more and more berries and a wider range of berry-based booze. Garlic bulbs? No. What's this? Persimmons. Sure. And what's this? Spinach? No, I don't think we'll brew anything with spinach. It's probably possible, but I don't know if we want to, really. Drinks. Got lots of apricot wine. Got an absolutely unbelievable quantity of dwarven wine. And a ton of sandpear cider. Lovely. Oh, we've got Russells. Mussels. More Russells. That's what we wanted. I only got 2 of them, though. I wonder if we could create like an indoor mussel retrieval or a fishing area. Like we'll build just a big box around the river, and then we can have our dwarves come up from inside the fortress and do a little fishy fishing. Very different proposal. Or maybe we just sort of like build another internal system that just brings mussels in. I don't know if that'd work though. Will they start living in our own channeled out? My Blood Angel's army is under the bed. Under my bed. It was 5k points 15 years ago. It's probably totally invalid these days. I want you to buy more miniatures. It's all about Primaris these days. Some of the miniatures look really fucking good, but you look into the lore and stuff, and you're like, well, anemic libero, you may be old, but you're not that old. I'm 40 this year. I'm going to be a 40-year-old man playing games on the internet like a child, like someone who should know better, to be fair. But I enjoy it, so whatever. Don't judge me. Purge the Xenos, burn the heretic. The light of the Emperor protects. It doesn't matter. You've got the right phraseology, Iron. I wouldn't worry about it. Where do you all fall? And I know which side I fall on the law proposition that the part of the Space Marine transformation process involves the loss of their genitalia. Because I 100% thought I'd read that in a White Dwarf once. Like, genuinely thought I'd read it. And then apparently, when reading up about it online, there's absolutely nothing in canon to support that. But I genuinely remember reading, it can only have been in like the book for, like, it could have been in a specific run of White Dwarfs during the period I was reading it, from issue like 97 up to fuck knows what the one I would have finished on would have been, somewhere in 1995, 1996 maybe. Or in Advanced Hero Quest, or in one of the codices at that period, of which I would have had the Dark Angels one and access to the Space Wolves one. So I'm absolutely 100% certain I read it somewhere in what you would assume to be official White Dwarf texts, but apparently it's not a thing. It's crazy. They split from Games Workshop, so their lines are dead. Another company is doing Games Workshop's RPGs now. Oh, okay. I quite like the Inquisitor game. That was fun. Anemic Libero says, I did win a 40k painting competition when I was younger. Prize was a codex for the Marines I created. Oh, very nice. Which, do you remember which ones it was, or did you create your own new codex? Very exciting. Just about all the Blood Angel stuff is still good. But I always like the Dark Angels. Green is my colour. I love the colour green, and that, especially that dark green colour. Their fluff is a bit shit. I don't really like their lore, but they look fantastic. 40 in August. Oh, you're older than me. Only by a few months. I'm 40 in October. So yeah, we're not that old. Are we? We are, aren't we? Oh no. Salford's house older than me. Blimey. Oh wow. I feel young again. Oh, I could probably jump up and dance around the room now. Probably not. Probably a bad idea. Yeah, it was a very common belief, but it's a chemical castration when created, not to risk the gene pool. That's what I didn't know if it was like they were secondary and other of the special organs forming just made them wither and useless. Because I can't see a space marine needing their fucking bollocks anymore, right? They've probably got some secondary thing that creates ultra Primark testosterone or something. Primark is a cheap clothing chain store in the UK, so it always makes me chuckle whenever I hear the phrase Primark. I just imagine clothes. I don't know why it's funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. Harlequins. Oh, very nice. I imagine they were quite colourful. I was always terrible at painting. Always. Dark Heresy, the Inquisitor game, was solid. I thought so. I enjoyed it. I like the artwork and stuff. I went into Games Workshop in the 1990s, but it never got its hooks into me despite being a prime candidate. It's just... especially then, it was so ludicrously expensive. It was weird. It seems like it's one of those hobbies where they make all of their money, surely, from people who used to really be into it and then, at our age, get back into it. Because, I've got mates who are now successful professional adults, and they've just gone hard back into it, and they're good. The painting, it interests me, but to be honest, I'm more of a digital guy, and I want to paint them digitally and do shaders and stuff for them, but I don't know. I don't know. Since they've been bought out by Asmodee, they've gone straight downhill. They don't even replace products that are damaged anymore. They've put that responsibility on us, the stores, and there's no way to refund us. So screw Fantasy Flight. Man, I like their Call of Cthulhu live roleplay book. That was always a fun one, but I never got to run it. Man, I would love to do a live action Call of Cthulhu story. Just the right location, invite the right people. Someone has to be rich to make all the cool special effects, but oh man, I would love to do a live Call of Cthulhu game. So much. Probably injections in the power armour. Yeah, that would make their willies drop off. Headcanon, they have a second pair just to handle all the manliness. Got special Space Marine testicles, backup balls. I don't think they need them. I don't think they need them. I know, the prices are unbelievable. But I suppose, they must sell because they make a shitload of money. And, nearly everything I like about Warhammer is in the art. And to be honest, I'm more of a 40k guy, but I've always liked the imagery and the graphic style of it. The fluff and the lore has been mixed, a very mixed bag. But, I read a couple of the books and they're not what you would call top tier material. Honestly, don't care at all about the miniatures themselves. I'm just happy the lore exists and hope they make more good PC games out of it. I have been meaning to play Total War Warhammer 2 a lot more because I got gifted it ages ago and I just really haven't given it anywhere near enough attention. I tried doing a dwarf campaign, but I'm not what you would call very good at it. I'm usually completely crippled by turn 10 and unable to respond to anything. Since Brexit, they're the only thing holding up your economy. I must admit, they must be one of the pillars. Their worldwide exports are probably, better than most sectors of industry in the country. Oh my god. Strong baking economy. Yeah, that's true. We export baking programs. The Great British Baking Show. Oh my god. I watched the American version of Taskmaster the other day. Oh my god, it's painful. I've already said this, haven't I? I've already had this outburst. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, jam. Yes, of course. You can sell out jam. That's not that they can't make jam in other places. Just check the alerts. Nothing's happened, does it? No, it's all good. Let's unpause. Let things carry on. Sorry, got distracted there. Come on, chat. You've distracted me. You've got a nanny goat. A starving nanny goat. Okay, let's go down to the farms and we'll put out a pasture to put our grazing animals in. Yes, we'll do. There we go. Is it P? Capital P? Okay, we'll make it, and then we say not P, that's pit pond. N for pasture. Set pasture information. Show me only grazing animals. I want the KV sow. I want the KV boar, and the nanny goat. There we go. They can all go in there. Lovely. Starving animal problem solved. Let's go back up to the top here and see what's happening with this temple. Is it getting done? Hopefully our miners will be up and connected. Where's all the designation gone? Up. Oh, for Christ's sake. D, I want some downstairs. There we go. And they need to be on this level here. Donk, dunk, dunk, dunk. There we go. And then hopefully this guy can come down. That's it. Diggy diggy, everybody. Everybody gonna dig the holes up? Can that be attacked from the bottom? Or does it need somebody to come from the top? I mean, people have taken it on as a job. So presumably they're going to get it done. I actually noticed that the Good English shortbreads were on sale the other day. Is Magic Tree Air Freshener a British company? I had no idea. I have to admit, I'm not a shortbread fan. Cal loves it, and we always get loads of it around Christmas, but I'm just, I just not that keen. Just not that keen. Where are our... is anyone actually coming to do this? Oh no, someone's... Oh no, they're going for it again. The mason's throwing a tantrum. Well, that's no good. Right, I think we're going to have to deconstruct this wall briefly just to get this dug out. Remove construction, N, there we go. Do the central pillar and see what happens. Someone going to come and do that? Why can't this guy do that? Come on, Datan. I know you're a carpenter, but you obviously came up here to build the wall. Otherwise you couldn't possibly have been walled in, could you? Tasty chlorinated chicken. No, I'm not looking forward to that. Ugh, dear oh dear. Kendal mint cake. Oh, I do like a bit of Kendal mint cake. Very tasty. Although you can't eat too much of it or it will completely fuck you. Oh, they've dug it. He's gone. Let's cancel that. D. Where is it? Cancel. Remove designation. There we go. Bosh. All done. All done. Good. So that means that the temple zone is now connected up to the... Don't suspend it. Come on, you fuckers. No suspensions. No suspensions. Please. Okay, cool. We need to build construction floor. And then if we build across like that, dodonk, and we can make it out of quartzite blocks. There we go, quartzite blocks. Then we put another floor in over here. KK. You. And then we say quartzite blocks again. Floor. And then we can build across here quite comfortably. There we go. Not obsidian blocks? Come on now. We want quartzite blocks. Did I accidentally build that? Ah, it's a fucking wall. I've done it again. Okay, alright. We'll just click here and remove the designation for all these wall segments because I'm a fucking pranit, apparently. Oh, and I've done some of the floor as well. Shit. Couldn't take it easy and just be careful about it, could I? Had to spam hand my way through it. Okay. X. There we go. Good. So, build, construction, floor. There we go. There we go. Let's do that. Oh, probably do another one wide. There we go. Make it as big as possible. Pop that in there. Quartzite blocks. There we go. So floors. Nice. Quartzite blocks work. Do a nice tall one there. Bingo. Quartzite blocks. I don't think we're going to be able to fit more quartzite blocks in, are we? F. Okay, across there. There we go. And then we just need to keep going down like that. Bonk. Quartzite blocks. Shit. Okay, I need to order up some more quartzite. Let's go down to the workshops. Let's see what we can do about that. Where's our block stockpile? It's over here, isn't it? So, it's the mason's workshop that's making blocks and slabs, but it's not really happening at the moment. Okay, what I'll do is I'll go to this one that's not being used. We'll add a new task. I'm going to say, make us some blocks, and then I'm going to go to the details, and we're going to go down to quartzite, and we're going to say Alt-W, yes, I'd like that as a repeating job, add limits, blocks of quartzite, and I want to keep 100 in stock. So if I say change the range, and we'll change it from 5 to 10 to 50 to 100. There we go. So that should keep 100 in stock at any time, and lovely enough, we'll end up with being able to make these floors. How's the dining room looking? Adequate. It's looking adequate now, which is good. Looks like something's just been butchered. I don't know what that is. It's walking off with some yellow... Oh, hopefully that's fat. Okay, let's go into our thing and see if we can get some fat stores. Meat, fish, other. Ah, no. Prepared porcupine intestines, porcupine meat, raw muscle. If only there was some porcupine fat there, we'd be able to get our soap industry going a bit faster. It's okay though. Every time we slaughter a donkey, there will be plenty of soap coming from it. Mmm, sweet smelling donkey soap. Oh dear. Where are we going next? Hello, Bergendorf. Welcome back to the stream. Let's have a look. So, what's going on here? Seriously though, I've never considered prepping before, but I might get a few weeks of canned goods in before society implodes. We haven't got enough time to... we won't be able to prepare enough. All the ravening, fuckwits will come and kill us for our food. It's just... there's no hope. Don't try and pretend there is. The volcano has nearly refilled. It's good. Nah, these are my kids' headphones. These big over-the-ear jobs. I don't like these. They make my ears ache. They get too hot. I'm much more of an in-the-ear person, but unfortunately, as is always the case, only one side of these works now. So I've got to wait until I've got a bit of spare cash, then I can buy myself a new set of headphones. That'll be good. It'll be nice. Make it a lot easier. Hello, Diana Sark's Cult. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. And Ingvar77. When Goblin attacks, I don't know. We're waiting for it still. It looks like we just had somebody hit by a mood, though. So let's find them. Dwarven child, no less. There we go. Follow them and see what happens. Come on. Go to get a workshop. Armour's workshop would be nice. Armour's? Armourer's workshop would be nice. I have beans for months. Oh, Ocelot. My goodness, I'm sure it's going to be a very musical household. Super noodles. I love super noodles. I know they're not the healthiest or most nutritional of foods, but God, they're tasty. I do like noodles a lot, actually. One of my favourite foods. Oh, hello. Okay, just going for a stone. That's fine. That's fine, although it's going to take a dwarven child a pretty long time to haul that thing back to the workshop. I think we can safely look away for a minute and see what goes on. Exorcist. That was... I haven't watched it yet, but I recommended that horror channel a little while ago called In Praise of Darkness. I keep seeing a thumbnail for one of their videos coming up on YouTube that extols why The Exorcist is still the scariest film ever. And I remember watching The Exorcist when it was sort of unbanned in the UK and thinking, this is not scary at all, it's fucking shit. And I think it's only scary if you give even the slightest bit of credence to that kind of sort of possession mythology Christian stuff. And I never have, and therefore all of that nonsense just doesn't even vaguely... It's not scary. It's so daft. Anyway, let's not get too deep. The Misty Guild has many members in Cryptbeards and now requires a guild hall. The location must be built and furnished, with the hall designated for a woodworker guild. Do you approve this request? I do. If only I could have fulfilled the Doctor's Guild request. That would have been more fun. Oh shit, I've just stopped following him. Let's get back on the case. There we go. Little piece of stone. Very nice. What are you going to get next, though? Please don't get more stone. Oh, if it's just there, get as much stone as you like. But please don't go up a Z level to get any more stone. That would be a pain in the arse. The only horror film that has ever scared me is The Dentist. I don't think I've seen that one. What period was that? I have been scared by horror films, but not recently. I got a little creeped out by The Ring when I watched it, because I fell asleep watching it on VHS, so in my bed. So it was kind of, a creepy scenario, but and resonant. Also, I got caught up a little bit in a bit of the mass hysteria about the spookiness of Blair Witch Project when I went to see it in the cinema with some friends. But that's, again, I watched that now and I'm like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? You fucking idiot. What else have I been spooked by as a... I can't think of anything that scared me as an adult. I don't know. I do like a good horror film. Everything scared me as a child, though. I know I've mentioned this before, but I couldn't even walk past the horror section in my local video rental place without nearly shitting myself. Which is annoying, because they had it right in front of the kids section. You had to walk past it to get to the kids' videos. I used to love Song of the South when I was a kid as well. The racism just flew over my head. I had no idea. But I have had to have it explained to me why Zippity Doodah is not the best thing to be singing. Where were we? The one with the Nazi interrogator. I mean, if you can find a trailer for it, whack it up in chat and we'll have a look. Or in the Discord, because I specifically have a room for cool trailers in my Discord. Mainly for 80s and 70s horror and stuff. Maybe going up to sort of mid-90s period, but it's got to be a really, really snazzy trailer for a really cool film. Something like, what's the one with Rutger Hauer set in a flooded cyberpunk pre-apocalyptic London? That Split Second, I think it's called. Not scary, but a fun film. I used to like horror films, can't do them anymore. I've got too much background anxiety, I don't need to add to it. You see, I've never been... never as an adult have I ever been scared by horror films. I quite like special effects as a thing, and so that's always been the main thing that pulls me into them. Yeah, that's right, Salford. The shaky cam was new, and it felt a little bit spooky. Yeah, it is difficult, especially these days, to have a film where the cast act rationally, because mobile phones make you feel so much safer in a lot of scenarios. Just call the police. Call the police. Little Ren and Stimpy quote. The Dentist is about a dentist who finds his wife is having an affair and just losing it, and every nightmare you can think of when the dentist chair happens. Ooh, sounds like a bit of a wincer. I don't count wincing from something in a horror film technically as being scared, because there's plenty of horror films that maybe go, oh, but I wouldn't count that as being frightened. That existential dread. You know what I thought was really good lately? Colour Out of Space. That gave me a sort of feeling, but I can't say it frightened me. The end, that really ramps up, and it goes places where you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting it to go here. That's an escalation, and I like it. Very dark, very bleak. The marketing campaign was genius for the Blair Witch Project, because no one had really ever seen stuff like that before. It wasn't the first found footage film, though. That was another thing which was pretty crap at the time. There was a whole spate of them. I suppose it's never really stopped. There's been loads of them ever since. Man, why are the trash films made for Netflix not as good as the trash films made for direct-to-VHS markets in the 80s? Can anyone explain that to me? It seems like, they're just nowhere near as good. Oh, hello, he's finished. He's started his construction. Very nice. Good stuff. Yeah, I remember. I went to a launch party for it sometime when I was working at Pinnacle Distributing, the place I was talking about before. And they had like it showing on screens in this party with all the people from the record label and stuff. And apparently there were a shitload of famous people there, but I didn't fucking recognise anybody. Then again, I was shit-faced because I had made the misinterpretation of light beer, which I'd never seen before, that it was low alcohol, when in fact it's apparently low calorie. Which, I'm drinking beer, why the fuck would I care about calories? What are you talking about? For God's sake. So I had about 20 bottles and got absolutely fucking paralytic. Woke up in a bush in a car park the next day. Where are we going? True life horror is worse. The Chernobyl documentary, for example. Yeah, again, don't really count that as horror. I can't watch. I'll tell you what I can't watch. It's serial killer dramatisations. I can't watch anything about the Manson family and shit like that, because it's just disgusting. I remember me and a friend did a double bill one night. Me and Dead Doberman, actually. We rented DVD copies of a John Wayne Gacy movie and a Ted Bundy movie. And it was... The John Wayne Gacy movie was making both of us sit there crossing our legs going, oh, God, fucking hell, this is uncomfortable. And then it was about halfway through the Ted Bundy video where he was driving across the United States with a dead girl in his car with a piece of music, pitching it in a kind of fun, jaunty, hey, this is a crazy guy kind of scenario. And I remember watching it thinking, this girl's fucking family are still alive. This is not appropriate. This is really inappropriate. And ever since then, I just can't. Every now and again, I'll dabble in a bit of true crime, like a documentary type thing. But dramatisations of that kind of stuff, I just think are in disastrously poor taste. Loved the Chernobyl series, I have to say, and it didn't really fuck with me until the final episode when they start talking about the actual stuff that happens. People who did the digging for that cooling stack underneath are still fucking alive. Unbelievable. I mean, you thought when they were going down into that mine in their pants with hankies wrapped around their heads, you're like, oh wow, they are dead. But no, apparently not. Crazy. Great series. Not 100% true to life, but dramatically very effective, and it gets the ideas that it wants to across, I think. I have a phobia of needles. Oh no, I don't like needles either. Ooh, I don't mind. It's weird. The idea of like a pin piercing my skin doesn't bother me so much, but it's the thought of the stuff coming in and out of the injections that, I would be a rubbish heroin addict. I can't stand it. Hello Findle, welcome back, thanks for joining us again. Oh God, I feel tingly all over in a bad way. Ooh. Does Brexit count as horror? It does have a certain cosmic Lovecraftian aspect about it. I mean, I half expect every now and again Nigel Farage to sort of like peel back his face to reveal the void of space behind and start going, I am Nyarlathotep, and, you know, that kind of gubbins. But, you know, just an arsehole. Does anyone remember the one-off Halloween special the BBC did called Ghost Watch? I do. I was... how old would I have been there? Like 8, 9, I think I was. Going one level deeper on the BBC stuff from the 80s train. Does anyone remember that Halloween special that Paul Daniels did, where he heavily implied that he'd been killed in an Iron Maiden accident? The torture implement, not the band. Imagine that. As a child, I was like, Mummy, Daddy, is Paul Daniels dead? And they were like, Dad was like, no, probably not. Oh, God. Poor old Paul Daniels. Anyway, Pipes the Ghost, that was it. Mr. Scratch? It was Mr. Scritches or something. There was another character who manifested as a kind of... And look where it went. Most Haunted. I mean, that was the ultimate destination of that. Fucking Most Haunted, man. Sam! Can you hear me, Sam? No. That stuff winds me up. They got a safe dose of radiation, just happened to be a lifetime dose in 2 minutes. Yeah, don't get any more x-rays. I was in a state of altered consciousness and it scared the willies out of me, and no doubt. Oh, I've always wanted to see that film Altered States, but I fear that it's not going to be as good as it would have been if I'd seen it back in the day. Some of those 80s films, they sort of don't age as well as they could have done. Still, never mind. And you were gutted he survived. No. I was horrified that he might have been dead. I genuinely believed Paul Daniels was dead for a bit. And now he is. Oh, well. Lolor Godentiscom, the dwarven child, has created Zagod Thosbut Zesvir, a quartzite figurine of Tirist Pageworld, the Tombs of Dusk. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family... Excuse me. The family ancestor Sibrek City Romances. Oh, romantic. Let's have a little look and see what the item is. A quartzite figurine. It's got no value, apparently. The Brand of Stars. Grip drills. The Brand of Stars. Very exciting. This is a quartzite figurine of Tirist Pageworld, the Tombs of Dusk. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. The item is a masterfully designed image of Tirist Pageworld, the Tombs of Dusk, the lumbering troll bridge in quartzite by Lolo. The Tombs of Dusk is travelling. The artwork relates to the wandering of the lumbering troll bride, Tirist Pageworld, the Tombs of Dusk, in the Forest of Clubs in the late spring of 164. It is encrusted with oval quartzite cabochons and briolette-cut red pyropes, studded with copper and encircled with bands of oval dacite cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of obsidian, praise, and catbone. On the item is an image of a shining sun in copper. On the item is an image of a roachman in skunkbone. On the item is an image of two opossum men in praise. Nice, they've gone all out with the decorations. It seems very incoherent. It doesn't seem to have much thematic coherence, but okay. We'll live with it. Without Paul Daniels, we would never have been blessed with Whizbit. Oh, I remember Whizbit, yeah. That would be a loss. A terrible loss. Altered States was the first R-rated movie I watched with my parents. Left me home alone when my parents left me home alone for the first time, and I could watch whatever I wanted on HBO. My goodness. I can tell you the first film I ever watched that I was not allowed to watch as a child was the Untouchables with Kevin Costner, which my parents had videoed, and it was... I don't know why I was so excited about it, but I really wanted to watch it, and I don't know how old I was, maybe 10, 11, and it was, they put it on top of a set of cupboards that I apparently wouldn't be able to reach, but I always used to climb up, and when my parents found out that I'd been climbing up on it, they were horrified, because obviously it wasn't tethered to the wall and it could have killed me, but I remember watching that in like 15-minute increments or 10-minute increments and having to get it back on the top of the shelf before Mum came back when she went down the corner shop and bought fags or something. Oh, blimey. Speaking of Chernobyl and horror, Roadside Picnic was a brilliant read. Really could use a modern movie adaptation. Now, I have to say, I am not... I always thought I was, but having experienced more of it than I should have done, I'm not a big fan on the post-apocalyptic sort of like sadness kind of thing. I'm not into the Road, Cormac McCarthy type stuff. It's not... I enjoyed The Mist, and I liked the denouement there, but as a rule, sort of, everything's fucked kind of stuff, I'm not that into. More in movies, I can stomach it in a movie, and I'm more likely to stomach it if I don't see it coming, as it's more of a gut punch. But if it's telegraphed and if it's like the whole story is like a trudge, then I'm just and please no, not for me. Then again, I could be wrong about that. Maybe Roadside Picnic isn't that kind of thing. Oh, When the Wind Blows, we've talked about that here before, Druids Mead. I really, man, that fucked me up as a kid as well. Now, that was terrifying. Again, we're talking about the Cold War. That was possibly the scariest thing because it was real. And it was sort of like, you know, it could happen at any moment. You'd get the 4-minute warning siren and that was it. God. House is a good film. They made several not so good sequels, but House was a really good film. I enjoyed that one. The first one, it's about a Vietnam vet returning from Vietnam, obviously, if I remember rightly. And there's lots of imagery about that in it. I don't know. I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember exactly any details about it now that I think about it. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but the canon in Roadside isn't really post-apocalyptic on anything other than the local scale for the visitation zone. Oh, right, okay. I didn't realise. I thought that was like the whole world's a wasteland kind of thing. Yes, I remember. There were some fantastic special effects in House as well. And if I remember rightly, wasn't it also, it was a sort of comedic horror. It wasn't a... I really want to do a stream where I watch trailers for old movies, but I don't want to get fucking copyright fucked. Ah, well. Why not? You lie down on the couch with the cats. Just don't die, because they'll eat you. Remember that. Be careful. Try to stay alive as long as you can. Where were we? We were doing some Dwarf Fortress, weren't we? Fucking hell, how long have I been sitting here flapping my gums? I've been recording for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Oh dear, poor old YouTubers. Poor old YouTubers. Mind you, they can skip forward, can't they? Then again, how would they know once I'd stopped talking inane nonsense? Actually, I haven't. I probably will never stop doing that, will I? Oh dear. Let's see if we can do any memorial slabs. Is anyone here? This one needs one. Add a task. Anyone not entombed and not memorialised? Oh, this guy's got a slab and a tomb. Wow. Big boy. Big boy. There we go. There's another slab on the way. Hopefully that ghost who was outside isn't there anymore. We could have really left him outside, to be honest. If we'd just left him hanging around on the surface, maybe the next siege that came across would have to actually fight not only our ballistas, but our ghosts as well. I'm afraid of no ghost. Good God. Come on, scoundrel. Calm down. Ooh, they're starting to put cages in the cage traps. This is a good sign, I think. I'm going to check to see if there's any more spikes that can be linked up to the spike lever. And then, if not, I'm going to pull it and have them disappear into the ground. Add spikes. Yes, excuse me. Big hiccup. There we go. So now we're going to retract the spikes. So only the cage traps will show. And then when our enemies start charging in, they'll be going... And hopefully filling their lower parts with lots of splinters of glass and great big thrusting spikes of copper. Yes, very nice. Can't you do some kind of review/reaction stream? Then it's fair use. I mean, I don't think you can do the whole trailer. I feel like trailers are also in like the same sort of copyright as a film. You can like yes, if I actually sat down and did like an essay thing and talked about them. But I mean, I'm not putting that much effort into it. Or maybe I should. Maybe I should present, like, do like a big reel of films, and I'm like, these are films you should check out based on the strength of the trailers. Some of them I've not even seen. We'll see. Well, horror in the 80s has highs and lows. There are bad horror films in the 80s, and there were some outright classics. I mean, The fucking Thing, man. Alien, The Thing, The Blob. The Blob is amazing. I don't know if you've seen the 80s remake of The Blob, but the effects in it are incredible. I mean, they shit me up something fierce. When I saw it, I was my son's age, how he is now, and good God, it was terrifying. I remember in that same year, 88 was a fucking amazing year for horror films. What else did I see that year? I don't think it was made that year, but now this is not as good a film, but I remember seeing the Nightmare on Elm Street where he gets resurrected from a lightning bolt because someone digs him up for some fucking reason to try and burn him, I think, and then jabs a big metal pole at his chest, and then that gets struck by lightning and resurrects him. I think it's number 5. I'm not sure, but again, I'm not saying this is a great film, but when I watched it at 8 years old, it scared the ever-loving shit out of me. A dark comedy similar to early Peter Jackson. Yes. Oh, God, I love Peter Jackson. His Bad Taste, Meet the Feebles, Brain Dead, even up to the Frighteners period is what I think is his golden age. And then Lord of the Rings is obviously good. It's obviously good, but it's not what I came to Peter Jackson for. And then of late, has he done anything really, really good? I don't think so. I'd love to go to that museum he's got. You know, the one where he's got all the old film artifacts and stuff. Oh, that would be fantastic. Is it Oh, right, okay, my ears are hurting because my painkillers are wearing off. I did think it was getting a bit late. Where are we going? Looking at chat still. Someone found dead? Oh, God. Yes, there is an access tunnel leading to the centre of the... well, it's slightly off-centre, but if you look here, there's an access tunnel that leads up there. Don't worry, nobody has to go outside to get into it. It's fine, Druid's Mead. Don't worry. The Thing is probably best horror. Alien is next for me. Yes, they're both fantastic. Although, I mean, I wouldn't want to put them, like, solidly at the top of the tree. If I think about it, I'm sure I can think of films I love even more. I am a big fan of the John Carpenter canon. What else have we got? It's, I mean, no, I'm going to go down. If I spend too long thinking about old horror movies, or even, you know what? People malign it and say they hate it, and it's an abomination. But I didn't mind the new thing, the sort of prequel. Okay, it's not perfect. It's got a lot of issues, but I thought it was, you know, a fun little movie. I thought it was enjoyable. It doesn't take away from the original. You can consider them as separate movies. That's fine. True, Alien is technically from the 70s, 79, but it wasn't it? Yeah, released in 79. But Aliens, I know some people prefer it, and I love it, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's the superior movie. Alien, best movie. Aliens, second best movie. Alien 3, third best, and then it's pretty much of a washout from there. I didn't mind the new ones though. I don't like the way they take the canon and they go for the story, but as standalone movies they weren't too bad. I enjoyed them. Where are we going here? Furry Man is now Furry Mold. Oh, poor old Furry Man. It's alright, when he comes back he can get a new dwarf. It'll be fine. Some migrants have arrived. Oh me oh my. Let's let them get on board. It looks like there's only 2, 3. There's only 3 of them. Not a massive horde. Oh, hang on, we've still got some animals coming. 4, okay. Let's go over to Dwarf Therapist and see how many there were. If I sort by migration wave and check our current population, 167 adults, 24 children and 3 vulnerable babies. Let's do a refresh. And we've now got 170 adults, 24 children and still 3 vulnerable babies. Yeah, that's not going up anymore. Let's see what they look like. Fuck all military skills. Hello. Man, this guy's started killing since he got to the fortress. Any interesting skills otherwise beyond their military prowess? Oh, wait a minute. There's 4 of them. Interesting. Oh, they're all just fishing buddies. Oh, one of them's a decent gem cutter. Not that we need one of those. I'm sure we've got decent gem cutters. Ah, well. Never mind. Let's go back to the fortress. There we go. Ah, the best Simon Swerwer track. I love it. A true masterpiece. Okay, they both still need building, but I think they're going to get done. It shouldn't be a problem. I feel like... Oh, what the fuck is this bullshit? Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, we have to put the spikes back up. Never mind, it's fine. Check out Capricorn 1, a Kirk Douglas Harvey Keitel 1970s alien ripoff. Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was a good film. Oh no, I'm thinking of something Jupiter? Capricorn 1. Isn't that the conspiracy movie about the faking of the moon landings? Or is that something else? Capricorn something else? I'm not sure. Aliens is a great action film. Alien was a great psychological horror. Yeah, they're different genres entirely, but I think the actual design of the alien, as it's moved on from where Giga started it, has... I mean, no one's ever fucked up the alien. That's the main thing. Even when they made the Predalien in the Alien vs Predator films, it still was pretty cool. But, no, you know, I think that one's fairly resilient to getting fucked up. You'd have to go a long way off the main original design for me to go, nope, don't like it. Whereas the Predator's a bit more sensitive. again, as long as you keep the physical, the face thing and don't stray too far from it, it's okay. But I feel like people go a little bit more leery with it, They get a little bit fruitier. Hello, Corndog 879. Aliens is incredibly influential, no matter your opinion. So many tropes birthed there. Oh yeah, no, I like Aliens. It's a good film. But I just think personally, within the trilogy, within the series, for me, Alien is the best. Maybe is it Ridley Scott's best movie? I mean, it could be. Blade Runner's gorgeous, but it does clunk a bit. It is a little bit of a slow boiler. Takes a while to get going, and it is just slow. But Rutger Hauer's very good in it. Oh man, I'm thinking about 80s films. Why? Hitchcock did some good horror, and some of the old Rudyard Kipling tales of the unexpected were nasty. To look into that. Hitchcock, yeah. I mean, I've never actually sat through a Hitchcock movie, so maybe. Have a look at it. Will we be getting that Woodworkers Guild Hall? Fuck. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. A Woodworkers Guild Hall would make sense. We'll put it next to the other Woodworkers Guild Hall. We'll do it here. There we go. Bonk, bonk, done. Easy peasy. Just got to remember to actually fit it out, though. Don't want to end up forgetting. How is the temple area coming along? Build construction floor. And please go across here. There we go. You. Have I got enough quartzite blocks? Damn, I have. Lovely. Let's fill that in there. Blocked. Oh, I can't. What a tip. Let's do that then. Across there. Let's make it nice and square, I think. Have we got enough? We need 5 more. Well, you know what? Actually, in that case, let's just do that. Go across there. Bosh, lovely. That'll do for now, just to keep it being worked on so it doesn't languish. And then as we get more quartzite blocks, we'll be able to do more with it. They must have wanted another Rangers Guild as well. If I've dug that out, is there a zone in there? No. So, with that in mind, let's create the zone and put the Rangers Guild that was obviously meant to go in there. M for meeting hall. L, assign location. And then we'll need to add a location, no doubt. Craft Guild Hall. And then we go to Rangers Hall. The Guild of Clods. Do we already have? Ah, okay. I thought there was another. Huh. I thought we had a separate. Wait a minute. We already have guild halls for these two. We already have a guild hall for the Misty Clods. Where is it? This one. This one here. I. Oh no, it's for the Armoured Post. Alright, fair enough. And what's this one for? I? I? There we go. Teal Scale. Oh. Alright, fair enough. In that case, let's assign a location, add a location, Guildcraft Hall, go down to the... I've gone past it, haven't I? Rangers Hall, there we go. Drink of Pelts. No! That's not what we wanted. Assign location, add location. There we go. Now we go down to Ranger Hall. That's the one. Enter assign. The pack of lobsters. What the actual fuck is going on here? Am I doing this wrong? He says, relatively confident he's doing it wrong. Okay. We'll see how it works out. Ah shit, I got the name wrong, Scound. You're right, it was called Saturn 3. Oh, feels good. Feels good. Tales of the Unexpected. Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of Tales from the Dark Side. I was about to start talking about the little goblin that sat on people's chest and sucked their breath out and got cats blamed for his killings. But no, obviously that's not the one you're talking about. You're talking about Something else entirely. Something else entirely. If you press L on the main menu, you can rename the locations. Yeah, I thought about that, but we'll leave them with their amazing one step before. Hello, Dragonmin Zftwa. Dragon Miners for the win. I'm guessing. That's my first guess at pronunciation. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Twilight Zone. I never really watched a lot of Twilight Zone, but I remember watching The Outer Limits when it had boobs in it as a kid and being very excited. I remember being incredibly excited. Alien is definitely my favourite Ridley Scott film, says Corndog. I think so. I think it's my favourite film, but I'd have to remember I'd have to go through his films and pick them out. I'm not so fond of his more recent stuff, I have to say. I mean, it's not trash, but it's not terrible. You know, I don't know. I have to think about it. Round the Twist, I remember that. Have you ever felt like this when strange things happen? Are you going round the twist? I remember that one. That was a good one. What gods are worshipped in this fort? We're not going to even look until we've got the temple built. So we'll wait for that to happen. And then once it's done... Well, hang on. We've got to assign this, haven't we? Put another meeting hall in. And then we'll see how the temple floor's going. If it's been done, hooray. If not, boo. Meeting hall. Assign location. Add a location, craft hall, the Misty Guild. Why is it called the Twig of Arenas? Location details. Okay, so we've got 2 halls for the Guild of Clods. Okay. We've already got 2 for the Misty Guild. Why are we giving them double fucking guild halls? This is confusing. I feel like I've missed something here. I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not sure what it is that I'm actually doing wrong. Alright, we'll figure it out in a bit. Let's have a little look over here. Coraline, the scariest kids film ever. You know what? You could be right. I'm not gonna put my stamp of approval on that just yet, because I feel like there are some other kids. I must have seen some kids films when I was a kid that scared the shit out of me. Probably wouldn't do nowadays, but got to think about that one. Remember the Twilight Zone where the kid wishes his sister's mouth away? I've not seen that one. Then again, I haven't watched a lot of the Twilight Zone, to be honest. I've been meaning to watch the new one. I forgot about that. That's got is it the guy who did Get Out and Us? I loved Get Out. Us, I felt a little bit colder to. I didn't really enjoy it as much. I feel like I want to see his next film, but that didn't do it for me so much. Just I won't give away the twist if anyone hasn't seen it, but the sort of like the actual over premise. It's sort of, the film feels like it says stuff, it goes somewhere, and then it comes and does this bit at the end, and I'm like, I mean, I get it, I'll agree, but I don't know. It just feels a bit goofy. Oh, Legend was Ridley Scott. That's right. Dragon Miners for the win. I got it right. Hooray. Congratulations me. You need to also furnish the rooms to a couple of thousand dwarf bucks worth before they're considered guild halls and not just meeting areas. Oh. Alright, maybe I should put some tables and chairs in then. Okay, I'll whack that in. I'm disappointed. Not enough dark place, pink place, or brown place. What is this stream? I don't recognise it anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure I'll say something atrocious sooner or later, Ocelot. Just hang around long enough and it'll work. I'd like to think if you worship some lava god after the incident that claimed a miner. Well, I'm hoping there's a volcano god at the very least, because we are building a temple in the volcano, right? My daughter is terrified by Coraline. The button eyes proper freaked her out. Well, I'm not surprised. It isn't an easy watch for a kid, I don't think. I think my daughter would shit herself watching it, but she's only 5, so not unexpected. It's not a bad film. Is it No, it's not based on a Clive Barker story, is it? What's Clive Barker's kids thing called? Weaver World? That's not kids, is it? He's got a kids book. Pedestals and artifacts are great for guild halls. It's not a bad idea. We should make some pedestals, thinking about it. I did make some. They were for the king's bedroom, but frankly, well, fuck the king. And not in the fun way. Right, let's find a guild hall that we care about. Let's go for our Metalworkers Guild. Let's do this guild hall. I don't know what it's for, but we're going to put some furniture in. Oh, hello, Jester Scout. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Let's put some tables in. Or let's put some tables in. There we go. I'll pop them in here across the edge. I mean, I'm really being quite basic when it comes to furniture. I'm just whacking in whatever I can. And then we'll stick in a display case. Bed, seat, burial receptacle, door, floodgate, floor hatch, wall grate, floor grate, vertical bars. Put in some cabinets. Let's put some cabinets in here. Needs cabinets. Okay. We should have a stockpile of cabinets, and they should be just over here. No, apparently not. We could put some armor racks and armor stands and weapon racks in. Nah, we'll wait for them to get built. What else can we put in here that might look good? Where's the display thing? Cage, archery target, traction bench, nest box, hive, bookcase, display furniture. Here we go. F. Let's pop something in the corner over here, just for the sake of it. Apricot wood display case. Cool. And then once that's been built, we can figure out what to put on it. Where should I put the next one? Do it in the Metalworkers Guild. Build. Capital F, display furniture, that can go in the bottom left corner as well, and we'll bung some tables in there too. There we go, table, put a row of tables across the top here. No, we've run out of tables there. Could do them in planning mode, but to be honest, I just think let the number of tables that we have decide how many we put down. There we go. Cool, very cool. Can I make more display cases? What are they called again? What's the name of them? Display furniture. JMQ display case. There we go. How many do I want? Sort of 20 of them. We've got a few artifacts. Maybe not 20 quite, but we'll, enough to warrant building a display thing for. Don't tell me all of those meeting halls I've built and designated for our guilds have been useless and they're just repetitioning for new ones. That's sad. That's a shame. Jacob's Ladder. Oh, I only vaguely remember that. I was not fully sober when I saw it. Not bad, Dragonfire. Not bad at all. Doing quite well, in fact. I might need to go and get a drink in a sec because I'm feeling a little bit thirsty, but for now, everything's just tickety-boo. Jason and the Argonaut skeletons. Yeah, I remember not being too. I remember being a little bit enchanted by them. To be honest, I remember seeing them and thinking, "Oh, amazing! Look at how they move." Stop motion animation. Oh, that the Tales of Mark Twain stop motion animation. Do you remember that one? That occasionally crops up on Reddit with people saying, "This terrifying children's thing was terrifying." Do you remember that? That scared the fucking living shit out of me as a kid. I badly wanted a bag of Hydra's teeth. Hydra's teeth. Oh, do you remember, what's the one with the guy who played Robocop in and they milk stuff out of insect people? Naked Lunch, that was a weird one. You need windows for the display cases. Pedestals are much easier. Okay. Let's put in an order for some windows, though. Let's put an order in for 20 windows. Green glass window, 20. And then add in an order for pedestal. What do we make them out of? Copper might be a bit straightforward, right? Make them out of rock. Actually, that's probably going to be the quickest thing to make them out of, right? There we go, rock. Give me another 20 of those bad boys, thank you. We don't have the legendary artifacts to put on them, but we may as well get them made, right? Might as well get them made. I wonder how much stuff we've studied with copper now. It's been a little while since we set up the orders. Let's check our copper stocks, see how we're doing. Stocks. Bars. Oh, bars? Oh, iron bars, copper bars. Wow, we've still got 782 copper bars. Holy shit. Oh, a lot of steel too. We didn't get around to setting up that second military, did we? Maybe we should. That might make sense. Oh, Zolban Cogsodot has become a crafts dwarf. How exciting. How gloriously exciting. Should we take a look at the locations of the fortress? That needs a lot more for the Farmers Guild Hall. Ooh, the Crafts Dwarf Guild Hall has now reached the first threshold. Next level at 10,000 trade credits. Oh my goodness. The Metalsmith Guild Hall, very nice. The Guild of Clods for Rangers, not really my favourite guild, so they're not doing too much. Woodworker Guild Hall, the Misty Guild, Forest of Deer. Oh. Okay. That never got done. Cloudy Earth, Armoured Syrups, Drink of Pelts. Huh. Oh, okay, that's for the Guild of Clods. Oh, okay, we don't need that, do we? Could get rid of that. No, let's not fuss. Let's not get too taken away. What can we do at the Craftsdwarf Guild Hall? Is there an occupation in there? No, there aren't. We do have a messenger occupation to fulfill, but we'll do that at another date. We won't do that right now. Maybe we should build a surface tavern. That's not a bad idea. First of all, I'm going to check the floors for the temple, how they're coming along. They're getting done. Not quickly, but they're getting done. Why is the floor still covered in vomit? It's indoors now. Oh wait, it's not, is it? The temple has no fucking roof. Oh, maybe we need a secondary floor to actually wall the whole thing in. Otherwise our temple's just going to be full of vomit all the time, isn't it? Then again, if we constantly have the dwarves coming up here to pray, we might end up with them not becoming cave adapted, which would be ideal. Right? This poor cleaner guy, is he cleaning and then vomiting on top of the clean floor he's made? What a shame. What a tragedy. It looks like he is. Were these guild halls requested? Because you actually need to bring their value up. If so, they were requested, yeah. It'll still be daylight there, even if it's roofed over. Well, they'll still keep vomiting with a roof over their heads. Sun god and the volcano god. I don't know what that was all about. Hello Cupo, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. By the way, everybody check out Cupo's channel. He's also a Dwarf Fortress streamer. He does other stuff as well. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead you've been doing a bit lately as well, I think. But his fortresses are prettier than mine by a country mile. Much more nicely designed. The one you were doing last time I checked, which is probably still the same one. It's got some very nice heart-shaped designs in it. Very pleasant to the eye. What was I going to do down here? Tavern. That was it. I was going to start building a tavern outside. So, with that in mind, capital C. For once, I do want walls. And then we're going to have box select. And then we want make hollow. And I will go... Let's see, how big do we want the tavern? Quite big, I think. Ooh, actually, that's not the ideal place for it, is it? No. I want it away from the pillbox. So down here, maybe. Maybe? Yeah, that could be it. Where we used to have the dump. We'll build it on the old landfill. Yeah, that sounds sensible. Why not? Actually, even better idea, if we build it adjacent to... Right, hang on. Yeah, if we build it here, just next to the road, next to this, if it butts up and shares a wall, then we don't need to worry about building up ramps to get to the roof, putting the roof on. You can just send the lads over the roof of this one, right? That makes sense. It will still count as outside, but won't be light. No, Cupo disagrees. Intriguing. Let's get this science down pat. Yeah, well, let's figure it out. Let's find out. We can put a roof over the temple and see if the old chunder blunder keeps happening. Chunder blunder? That's not the best way to phrase it, is it? Right, let's build that wall. as is the as is the phrase, I believe. Like this, and put it. Oh, hello. Question mark. Intriguing. Apparently, I hit maximum size. Let's pop that there. We'll build it not out of quartzite blocks because we're using those. We'll build it out of, what have we got a lot of? Firelight. Let's build it out of slate. Oh, a nice slate wall. Be good. And we're going to need to remove one of the doors, one of the wall pieces, aren't we, at least? So X. And in fact, let's do this one. There we go, 2. And then B, D, put some doors on it. Needs an adjacent wall. Alright, we'll do it once it's been built. Fucking hell. Come on. We've got a wall designated there. You could get that sorted. And then we also want to cut down the trees inside. So you... No, that's not right. DT, not BT. There we go. Bonk, bonk. Badonk, donk. There we go. And then once we've got the roof on, we don't need to worry about other stuff. We can set this as a tavern. That'd be fantastic. Could put a floor in there as well. Why not? We'll do that. We'll put a floor in there as well. Right, back up to where the temples are going to be. Not getting done as quick as I'd like, I've got to say. But I'm sure it'll get done eventually. B, F. How many blocks have we got now? That's not what I want. B, capital C, F. There we go. What? I can box select? Like this? Oh my goodness. Boom. Quartzite blocks. Lovely. Can I do that again over here? Nope, we run out of quartzite blocks. Slightly. Oh, no. Quartzite blocks. There we go. Bang. That's a fucking wall. Oh, I should have seen that coming when quartzite blocks wasn't the thing that was selected. There we go. Fuck that. Build, capital C, floor. There we go. Quartzite blocks. Boom. That's what we want to see. Humiliating. So floor again. There we are. Pop that in. Let's fill that in. Bosh. Quartzite blocks. 10. Can we get 5 by 5 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Leave it for now. Leave it for now. Let them get that built. Have these been finished yet? They have. Okay. Right. Really, I want to put those spikes back up, but in order to do that, we're going to have to... You know what? Right. Let's do what I said I was going to do. Here and here. That's too wide. Here and here. There we go. Build across there. Right. Nice. So we come up here. Thusly. There we go. Come across here like that. And then we come down like this. Just dig that there. Lovely. There we go. All the way up to there. And then bingo, bango, bongo. There we go. And we will have a drawbridge closing that tunnel off. So that we can force goblins and whatnot to go through the trapped tunnel, but we can have our guys bypass them nice and easy. Should be good, I think. Should be good. There's a stockpile in the way to the south there. Oh, okay. Is that what was stopping the... Huh. Could have sworn I'd removed it, and it doesn't seem to still be there, so... Interesting. Quite confusing, in fact. The elven traders can have as much free magma as they can carry. They can swim in it. In fact, I'm going to insist. It will be light and there will be puke, but being inside, it will be cleaned up. Oh, that's good. The werebison Nako Dostngospra has come. A very large bison, twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow lime. Its sepia hair is long and shaggy. Now you will know why you fear the night. I do fear the night. However, this little sausage has appeared somewhat up the slope. So there is a chance that we'll be able to get everybody inside. How far down do we have to go before he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So he's 17 Z levels away. That's not actually that far. Let's call everyone in. A civilian alert. Civilian alert. All civilians report to the interior immediately. Nobody may remain outside. Okay, also actually let's pause this and also say F change action. Prepare to fire. Prepare to fire. Prepare to fire. Prepare to fire, just in case. There we go. And in order for that to make sense, we're also going to have to come down here and turn our catapults off, which have been going hell for leather all day. It should be cool, wouldn't it? Not in use. 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 There we go. Fingers crossed they'll all run for the ballista. Ballistae? Ballisti? Pause. Whoa! The fucker's already on the bridge! Holy mother of moly! And we've got so many people outside. This is distinctly suboptimal. Oh, thank God the mining wasn't completed. Oh, this is going horribly. Let's have a look at the combat reports. Let's have a little look. He's already 2 pages in, so this is not looking fantastic. Someone's been bitten. Weird Bison shakes the trapper around, grabs the trapper by the right glove. He seems to have focused on one guy so far and basically killed him, right? He's torn his head open. Trapper's found dead. Weird Bison releases the grip. Animal dissector. Okay, only 2 people seem to have actually fought him. I don't know if people are going to run past or if they're just going to get ripped to shreds. It might make sense just to pull the lever now and try catapulting it. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say down to the dining hall, find the exterior. That's the exterior gate, yeah. And pull. Do it now. Bang. Do I pull the other one? Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it's still on the gate when everything goes off. It's going to fling a corpse into the base as well, but we'll see how it works. Come on. People stop fighting. Oh, well, if you're going to fight it, also die. I don't want anyone surviving this fight. Will we survive this night? Hopefully not. Okay, we're going to have to lock it outside. These are going to have to be at fire at will now. Change orientation so they face down. You can face left. Should be good. F, fire at will. Fire at will. There we go. Let's keep advancing frame by frame. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Where's it gone? Shit. I've lost track of it. Dirty little bastard. Where are you? Let's... There he is. Currently berserking all over the place. Oh, there he is. Look. Idiot. How did I miss that? Right in the middle of the road there. Oh, hang on. If I... There we go. Now we can advance time a little bit. Come on. Don't leave anyone alive, mate. Don't leave anyone alive. Just kill everybody you fight. Disappointing how many people are outside at the moment, to be honest. But it looks like... Oh no, one of our miners! It's alright, it's an unnamed miner. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit about you, sir, I'm afraid. Was this going to work better if I turn it down that way or face it that way, I wonder? Oh, I've lost it again. Well, there it is. Found it. Don't worry. Right under my mouse cursor. No need to worry. Oh, do we reopen the gate? Do we cancel the lever pull, I wonder? I don't know. Our ballista guys are not the most active lads, are they? We could do with them getting a little bit closer. Oh god, all these haulers dying. Mind you, they're easily replaced, aren't they? Anyone turned up for the ballista yet? Let's check the corridor. Let's check the access corridor. Is anyone going down there? These guys? Are you heading down there? Administrator Fisher Dwarf. They do not seem like roles that yield exciting results. What about you? Surgeon, Gelder, Shearer, Mason. Are none of the dwarves considered actual siege operators? Is that because they are quite good at it? It has to be said. A little quick digression to dwarf therapist. Let's have a little look at our siege operators. Look, level 14, Grand Master. Come on, Zolban, get moving. Current job, load catapult. No. Oh, hang on. Let's read the dwarves. 170 down to 164. We've still got the 3 vulnerable babies, so let's not worry too much. Zolban, what are you up to? Having a drink. Of course you are. Firing a ballista. Ah, Dragon Slayer. Level 11. You'll do. But what ballista are you firing? I am a little bit confused. I don't see you on any of the ballistas. Maybe you're on your way there. Oh shit, I've unpaused it. The thing's still distracted outside. It looks like we're going to lose everybody outdoors, which is a crying tragedy considering how many people are out there. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god. 7 more deaths. And are they all ones we can afford to lose? Or are we looking at some namies? Einian! Oh, hang on a second. Let's go back to the game. Bosh. There we go. Here's the poor saps who are all dying out here. One of whom, right here, is Einian. Disaster. Disaster. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me find what life is like in Jupiter and Mars. Sorry, a little bit carried away there. Let's advance point by point again. If the ballista can kill him quick enough, we might not need to worry too much. Although it looks like they're going to take their sweet fucking time getting there. Oh man. If only the weird beasts didn't move quite as fast as everything else, like quite as fast as it does, because it covers the ground far too quickly. Oh, you're making a run for it, Ein. That's a good idea. No, look, it's not happening. There you go. I think you're about to need a new dwarf. Boom. Let's take a look at these combat logs. Is he beating you to death with a silk cap? The werebison strikes the carpenter in the head with its pigtail robe, bruising the fat through the steel helm. The force twists the neck, tearing apart the fat and bruising the... Steel helm? Are you one of the oily boys? Hold on. Quick search. Sort by squad. Do a quick read. No. Oh my god, you're a hammer dwarf in the Chasms of Gilding. So... Did you get bitten? You might survive this in your steel armour. If you're wearing it all. That is an issue. You might not be wearing it. You don't have your weapon ready though. Maybe we should send our military in to fight the thing. Oh dear, you're dead. Okay, it's a moot point now. It didn't... Whoa! God, what exploded? That's got to be teeth going, right? The werebison strikes the weaver in the head with its pigtail robe, and the injured part explodes into gore. An artery has been opened by the attack. That's a pretty interesting... That's got to be... I mean, imagine... That's much more than the changing room towel whip, right? That's an impressive little blast. These sunlit indoor tiles neither cure nor cause cave adaptation. Oh, I see. So... They don't cure it, but they don't cause it. Okay, let's watch this lad rampage around a bit. When are we going to see ballista stuff? Come on. There we go. F, fire at will. Bang. Come on, lads. Fire the ballista. I'm just going to unpause it. These people are all doomed, regardless. So, come on. Why is nobody coming up to the ballista? That's not ideal. Can I give them any sense of urgency here? Nope. That's about it. He's just going to sit there until he turns back into a fucking goblin. That's annoying. Then again, now that we have... we haven't cleared people out of this corridor. Someone's left their fucking baby in the corridor of doom. Oh, well done. Well done. Fuck's sake. Outside is needed to combat cave adaptation. Light is sufficient to provoke vomit. There is a deadly robe. It's the worst robe. Oh, he's gone. Oh, you little shit. We'll get you next time. Don't you worry. We'll get you next time, you little bastard. He's still there. Friendly? A medium-sized humanoid driven to cruelty by its evil nature. His hair is extremely long. His ears are somewhat short. His hair is puce. His skin is emerald. His eyes are red. Let's zoom. Where are you? Heading up the mountain, I see. Oops, a daisy. Shouldn't have unpaused that. Where's he gone? There he is. There he is. Do we send the military after him? I mean, they're going to want revenge, right? How many people in the military died? Oof, 2. I mean, Fuzzy Logic is a High Master Axeman, and we've got a High Master Swords Dwarf as well. Actually, we've also got a Grandmaster Spear Dwarf. If we send them in, it should end up being a pretty spectacular victory, but I don't know. Oh man. We really had a nice little population dip there. We'll let him get away for now. Let him get away for now and get these corpses buried. Pull the lever. Excuse me. Actually, don't pull it yet. Let's... No, we can pull it. We can pull it. Excuse my big old burp, though. Add, pull, now. Nope, that's the wrong thing. That one. Add, pull, now. There we go. Get that pulled. And then hopefully we'll end up with an open gate. And then we'll be able to hook these spikes up, which are finished now, to the lever after we've put it up. In fact, there's nobody on the lever. There's nobody on the spikes, is there? Is that baby clear of the spikes? All I can say is, he'd better be. There we go. We may well lose a baby. That's okay. Once they've gone up, we've got 2 more spikes to connect, and then we can... Please don't run over the spikes. What are you doing, lad? Bone surgeon. Well, you're going to need a surgeon yourself in a minute. It's going to be painful. Oh! Oh, hang on. He's fine. Don't worry about him. Look at his wounds. He hurt his left hand. That's it. Or did he get bitten by a werebison? That's a good point. We'd better go over to Dwarf Therapist and do a little bit of a cheaty checkup. Let's have a little read. Who is infected? Anybody? Da, 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 da. Are you infected? No, you're the Chief Medical Dwarf. That's why your name is that colour. And you're the Mayor? Yes, you're the Mayor. Okay. Nope, we look good. It looks like we've avoided any kind of infection again. What lucky dwarves we are. Right, let's go and link that up to the new spike traps. Add link up spike trap. There we go. Bang, bang. Add link up spike trap. Boff, boff. There we go. That should mean that we have everything sorted. Oh, but that's suspended because I've got the alert still on. Damn it. Military alert. Shut down. There we go. Shut down. Hot dog. There we go. Cool. We really do want to get a bridge in here to close it off quickly as well. So I'm going to say, can we? No, we can't really dig a drop pit, which is a bit of a shame. But if we build a bridge and we make it 3 by 4. 3 by 4. And then we have it open that way. That should be good. Oh, I've left you on Dwarf Therapist. Thank you for the reminder. That really works, doesn't it? It really works. Let's build it out of... can we make it of obsidian blocks? Yeah, we can. For some reason, it also wants to place an armor stand, but whatever. Let's have a look over here. That baby's probably having the time of its life. I hope so, because I'm pretty sure its parents have been ripped apart by a werebison. Hello, Kvatch. He's soft now. get him. Ooh, softened up. The goblin would have been nice and easy to kill, but frankly, we'll get him next time. We'll get him next time. I want to get my military back indoors. Once we have built this tavern, we don't really have a reason for anyone else to go outside, do we? Right. Unsuspend, 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 unsuspend. Let's just get all these walls built. There we go. The tavern keeper will be a fairly sacrificial position for some time yet, but shouldn't be too bad. There we go, that should get everything built. Hopefully we'll get the corpses in the graveyard. I probably should augment our burial capacity. How are we doing for corpse? Oh, we're doing alright. We've still got a couple of rows of empty coffins. Nice. Very nice indeed. DX. I'm just gonna make sure that that doesn't quite get finished until we've got the bridge in place. That should be good. Lovely. Can I make a drop trap? You see, I could make a drop pit here. Interesting. It's possible. It's doable. Let's have a look over here. Are we sure nobody survived? That is one of the upsides of really strong werebeasts. That's right, Bagger Holding. Yes, I'm sure. I went to Dwarf Therapist and had a little cheaty peek and saw that nobody had the infection. So it's all good. It's all good. Am I linking the tavern underground? I might. Not without putting a gate on it first, though. Actually, maybe I'll do that. We'll build construction wall. If I say, where is it? Choose the first corner. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm going to build up like this. We're going to make it out of obsidian. No, it's slate, wasn't it? Slate blocks. There we go. Make another one over here like that. There we go. And then make that out of slate blocks too. Shift enter. There we go. And then we'll not build this one. Not an armor stand. There we go. There we go. And we'll put a bridge in there. B, G, W, S. That's what we want. And then we just put that across there and here. That'll be good. Make it out of... we'll make the bridge out of obsidian. Why not? And then we'll link it up to the same thing that closes off the fortress. And maybe we'll have an internal connection. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But we'll see. Are these actually getting built? Or have I had them suspended again? That one's suspended. That one's suspended. Almost certainly because there's stuff in the way, which is a right pain in the poo pipe, but there's not much I can do about it. He says, knowing there probably is something he can do about it, but there's not anything he's going to do about it. Wow, look at the slick of vomit out here. This is disgusting. It's like a 50-50 soil vomit mix. Ew. I'm not happy with this. Oh shit, let's not fire at will. Not in use. There we go. Prepare to fire. Not in use. There we go. Not in use. Not in use. There we go. Phew. Nearly accidentally got some of our dwarves killed by flying ballista bolts. That would not have been optimal. In fact, it would have been deeply suboptimal. Is this getting built? Needs architecture. That's fine. That's fine. We can wait for that to happen. Imagine if vomit was treated as a proper fluid. The doors would be swept away by the waves of puke in that hallway. They probably would. They're sloshing through it as it is, making quite the disturbing mess. Let's put some doors in. Just realised that this area here could probably do with some. And also let's smooth the corridor. Oops, a daisy. DS. There we go. And we'll smooth this whole bastard down. Busted! There we go. That's it. Don't want to smooth that little bit there because we're going to dig that out. There we go. May as well also smooth the walls in here, right? Seeing as we're now... Oh, some of it's soil. Bugger. Never mind. Could be worse. Could be worse. There we go. Once the bridge is built, we can make this corridor here a high-cost traffic zone. And everything should be tunkety... Tunkety? I was going to say tunkety-dory, but of course hunky-dory is the phrase. It would be great to be able to fill a pit with an actual volume of blood. I mean, is it impossible? Impossible, or is it theoretically possible? Their victories were measured by the gallon. Lovely. Lovely little blood fountain. We do need to top off our military because we've only got 8 people in the Chasms of Gilding and 8 people in the Oily Boys, and I'm worried that we'll get to a situation where we finally need them and it just won't be possible to use them. Why is it taking so long to build this outdoor tavern? They were flooding out here earlier to build it, and now they're like, oh, maybe all of my people who had the ability to build it got killed. That is a possibility. Why was that suspended? Stop suspending jobs. Come on. Don't be dickheads. Don't be fucking wankers, you pricks. I'm also going to come up here, upper floor, build construction floor. Let's put a roof on this bad boy. If you liked it, then you're sure to put a roof on it. There we go. Bonk. What we're building it out of? Not quartzite blocks, don't have enough of those. Let's try slate. A slate roof onto the slate walls. No. Ah, shit. Cancel. What have I done? Oh, figgins. Cancel, cancel. Actually, I can just come here and go like this because there's nothing on this floor that I don't want to not cancel, so we can just spam our way through it. It's quite a satisfying little spam session, actually. That little circular shape taking form is highly soothing, although I am getting a little bit of an RSI tingle from it, so maybe I should calm down. Or use the other hand. There we go. No RSI tingle on this hand. Okay, so we want to put a constructed floor, and then maybe we don't have the slate to build it. How much do we need? 20 by 12, so that's 212. Okay, so we don't have the appropriate amount of slate blocks. However, how many more do we need? 90 tiles. Holy shit. Well, we don't really look at the roof, so maybe we could just get in there with some other blocks, right? Day sight. You know what? Fuck it. That's what I say. Fuck it. Huh? What's this? Trunk? Chop that freaking tree down, for goodness sake. Has it been suspended? No, of course not. Of course not. You could also use Stamper to remove a whole bunch of constructions. That's a very good a good point, isn't it? Ah, well. Teach me, please. Fill my brain with dwarf fortressy knowledge. We need to get this corridor. Well, once they're using the other corridor, we don't need to worry so much about the vomit on the spike corridor. I think we can be quite pleased with that because it's going to add to the horror of our enemies. It looks like this is all linked up, so I'm going to add, pull, do it now, and try and retract all the spikes in this corridor. Fingers crossed it'll work out well for us. I'm also going to deconstruct this lever. Don't need it anymore. The gates are all linked up elsewhere. Build the freaking tavern. Build that fucking tavern. You're taking forever. Maybe the tree inside is an issue. There could be someone living in it and demanding that we don't build in this area. You must not build here. This is a site of special scientific interest. Are they leaving blocks on the stairs here? They have left a lot of blocks, but they're in a task. And they're not forbidden. So that's cool, right? Yeah, that's cool. Let's go up to the volcano again. Have all these been suspended? Oh, they have. Should have seen that coming, shouldn't I? There we go. Let's go round. Here we go round the mountain, singing our very own song. There we go. We've discussed that before, haven't we? There we go. Okay, looking good. You can mark with Stamper and then use tile types. Ah, okay. Can you use it for placing planning mode furniture? I'm pretty sure I've asked this before. I'm not entirely sure what the answers were. Says Kvatch. Indeed. Ah, come on, build that freaking... hang on, suspended. Of course it's suspended. That would make perfect sense. What time is it? It's 1 AM. I've been recording for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Ah, another huge file to upload to YouTube. Hooray! Let's keep this going. Let's keep digging this out. I might need to take a break in a minute just to get a drink at the loo, all that kind of gubbins. Hello. Why is Dwarf Therapist open on my phone? Is it that far behind? Oh no, it's fully paused. My phone reckons I went offline. Interesting. Kvatch says, I think I could probably do planning mode furniture. That infrastructure seems to be already developed. Oh. Sorry, getting into the Simon Swirler there. The walls are nearly in. This is good. Has this been suspended? No, not yet. What can we do about vomit? I mean, that is a lot of puke. We could keep the dwarves indoors, but I feel like that's not as productive, right? If we don't put a ceiling on here, we're vulnerable to attack from flying creatures. However, if we do put a ceiling on, it's not going to stop our dwarves from becoming cave adapted, is it? Ah, very difficult. Very difficult. They do seem to be cleaning the puke up here, which is nice. It's a nice little feature. Nice little way of being. Okay. We also need to think about how we're going to put people in the magma when they're causing problems, aren't we? We'll get round to it. We'll get round to it. Don't panic. Don't panic. Once the floor's in, we can always take tiles out and make little sacrificial holes. Don't worry. Plenty of opportunities for dunking people into hot magma. Hot magma. Hot dog, motherfucker. Yep. All good. I think invaders could also climb in if there's no roof. I think a roof will stop them throwing up. You reckon? Let's go up there and see if we can pop... I mean, it's a lot of building for a roof, actually. Maybe it makes a little more sense to come into here and put in a bridge so we can close the temple off. I'm going to do it. Build bridge. KK. There we go. U. And we want it to open W. Bosh. Yeah? And then we build it out of obsidian blocks. Is that enough? Yeah, I need 4. Cool. There we go. We've got another bridge on the go. Like a bridge over troubled magma. Okay. Okay, it's working. It's getting there. Things are happening. I'm happy about it. Oh, they've built this one. That's good. Is there a door in there? There is a door. We need to link that up to... What do we link it up to? A separate lever? I'm not sure if we didn't get to the same lever. No, we don't leave it. No, I don't want to be on the same lever, do we? We want it on a separate lever. Let's go down to the lever area. Build trap component lever. Put a new one over here. There we go. Make it with a slate mechanism. Why not? And then once that's built, we can link it up to our new drawbridge. Hello? Question mark? There it is. Oh god, it took a few seconds to find our way there. Virtual Spaceman says, no it won't. It's still considered outside if it was once exposed above at all. So we couldn't... But if we leave it open, will it stop them from... Will it work towards stopping them from cave adapting? Because if we can get them all to cycle up there a little bit, if we can get them all to go up there and do their, statue appraising, maybe that would be nice. So they don't actually puke when they go outside. Then again, we could just keep everyone inside. It's not the end of the world if they don't go outside. The tavern's really only there for external visitors. God, they're taking their time filling that in. Mind you, they're being spread pretty thin now. Because this whole area here is quite a few... Well, it was quite a few notifications, but right now it's not so much. A baby llama is starving. Let's put it in this area here. Shift N, that's correct. Shift G, that is also correct. Let's put the baby llama in. Bang! Starve no more, my alpaca-like friend. I don't know why they're not... I mean, do I want them to keep practicing? Do we keep them practicing with the catapults, or am I not bothered? Do I want them to be quicker on the... Oh, hello. Hey, a trade caravan. A caravan from Ruthlutkatten has arrived. Very nice. Let's get them in. Let's welcome them. We put the new lever in. We have. Let's... Oh, that's a drake called Erith. That's not what I'm looking for. Where's the slate lever? There it is. Add. Link to a bridge, which is B. Not that one, not that one. That one. There we go. Link to the obsidian bridge. Bingo. There we go. So now we can close that off when we need to. That's cool. And then maybe we could... Where do we put another... I think I put this the wrong way around, haven't I? I should have connected the tunnel up a bit further up here. You fucking dangus. Connect it up to here, not there. Poop. Poopy poopy. Well, in that case, let's just remove these doors. We put walls in there. I'll be fine. And then dig here, here, and then all the way along here. Bosh. Here we go. That'll be cool. And then, yeah, once those doors are removed, we can put walls in, and yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, because then they never have to get in the way of the ballista to come down the stairs. Everything's fine. Don't panic. Calm down. Calm the fuck down, everybody. Good, good, good. And then we also need to make this a high-cost traffic zone, don't we? Has it been connected up to the lever yet? Let's find out. Not close enough. No. Oh, these spikes didn't go down. What's this all about? Why are you fucking with me? Piss off, mate. I'm not interested. Go away. Right, okay. Why are they not connected to the fucking lever? Oh, well, never mind. Once we've got this secondary corridor in place, it'll be fine. What are you looking for? You want shields and bucklers or prepared meals? I can sell you some prepared meals. Oh my god, I'm going to sell you some prepared meals. There we go. Fortunes rising and falling together. Fantastic. It's all good. Let's ask for our trader. Ah, we don't have a broker. Shit, the broker got mauled by a weird bison, didn't he? We don't have a captain of the guard. We don't have a hammerer, but we never did. We don't have a broker. Okay, let's find a new broker. Who's good at it? Well, we can't do the JC experience. He's already our mayor. That's going to be a problem. This guy is a competent persuader, talented negotiator, skilled judge of intent, novice appraiser. Yeah, you'll do. Come on, Iteb. Get into the job. And is captain of the guard anyone good? Imush Erushteb, the dungeon master, is an adequate leader. But you can't be the dungeon master and the captain of the guard. What about Dastot Thicketul, the jeweler? You know what? We'll figure out captain of the guard later. We'll assign it via the military screen. Right. Have they dug this through? They've dug it through. I've got to build a constructed wall. Actually, let's figure out what this wall is made of first. It's quartzite. Build constructed wall. There and there. And I want it made out of quartzite. And then I'd also like one here. There. Lovely. Good. Fantastic. And then all I need to do is mine out this little strip here and smooth it. There we go. And how do I set the traffic cost again? N, points, routes, notes. Is that it? Routes are. No. Hauling zones. Is anyone in chat giving me the heads up on it? Try building a house on the surface tidy. You'll know even with a roof on it, it'll still be light. Okay, no one's mentioned it. No one's mentioned it. I'm sure we'll get round to it. They filled in the little walls there. That's good. Let's also designate to smooth these bits here. Badosh, Didosh. There we go. Smooth that off so the corridor's a nice entryway. And then, right, let's start thinking about it. Routes. It's not routes, is it? D, then O. D. Traffic areas. There we go. So, restricted traffic area. Here we go. We want to make it everywhere behind these ropes where we are eventually going to put dogs when we have dogs. Bosh. There we go. Let's see how that affects traffic. Looks like they're all going to be heading up that way. Yeah? Everyone getting out as quick as they can. Are we going to see an emptying of this corridor? Because if we do see it empty, I'm going to put those spikes back up and try and link that back up to the lever. What a pain in the arse. I thought they were all done. Ah, well, never mind. Okay, they seem to be taking the slightly longer corridor, but that's okay. Have we got a trader in here yet? Yes, we have. Let's see what we can do. Edem seems willing to trade. Oh, silver bars. Nice. We want those. Finally, we're going to have decent hammers and maces. Let's take the nickel silver just for fun as well. Do we want bismuth bronze? Don't think we do we? Anything else? Some gems. Very dull. Not interested in those. Quartzite blocks, however, we'll buy those because, you know, we need them. Glass, clay, fire clay, pig spider silk ropes, giant cave spider silk ropes, sheep wool ropes, llama wool ropes. Oh, here we go. A willow muthir. Okay, I think we've seen the muthir before, but let's have a little look at it again, see what it's like. This is a willow muthir. The muthir is a mid-sized handheld straight wooden horn. The musician blows into the instrument and selects pitch by restricting airflow out of the bell. The instrument has a 3.5 octave range going from a mid-low to a high pitch. It has 3 registers. The low register has a breathy, fluid, warm timbre. So, breathy, fluid and warm, but low. I'm not really getting that one. The middle register begins at middle pitch and has an evolving, light, buzzy timbre. Again, not ideal, but we're warming up. We're not going to hit the giddy heights of spectacular success from the very outset, are we? The high register begins at mid-high pitch and has an eerie, brittle, strident timbre. It's a horrible sounding instrument as far as I'm concerned, especially if it sounds anything like I've depicted it. The green glass mishak. Again, we've seen the mishak. Let's have a look at it though. This is a well-crafted green glass mishak. The body is made from green glass. The strings are made from pigtail. The mishak is a small handheld cloth-stringed instrument with a glass body. Yeah, we've definitely seen this. Let's take a look at this other instrument. An earthenware etz. Interesting. Oh, an etas. This is a well-crafted earthenware etas. It is encircled with bands of finely crafted wild boar ivory and finely crafted square, brilliant-cut alexandrites. The keyboard is made from clear glass. The case is made from earthenware. The strings are made from cave spider silk. The etas is a large, handheld ceramic musical instrument, which houses 48 silk strings. The musician uses a glass keyboard to select which of these strings are struck. The instrument has a 6-octave range, going from a low to an extremely high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a vibrating timbre. It has 4 registers. The low register has a raspy timbre, vibrating and raspy, but in a sort of piano hammer thing. So, ding, 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 ding. That's my best piano sound, but it's going to be vibrating and raspy. Ding, 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 ding. Dee, dee, dee. No, that's not right at all. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. It's not the best, not very raspy either. The middle register begins at middle pitch and has a delicate, piercing, strident timbre. So, ding, 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 delicate. Ding, 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 ding. The high register begins at mid-high pitch and has a focused, raucous timbre. What does focused sound like? Like a laser? Pew, 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 pew. The top register begins at a high pitch and has a full, focused, strident timbre. Pew, 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 pew. I don't know. I'm not. I think harpsichord. Actually, that's a better one. So like a ding, 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 ding. Someone's going to get told off. Except, hopefully, I won't, because I'm not directly below that room anymore. I am now in the kitchen, which is a separate extension, and technically under my son's room, not my girlfriend's room. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get in trouble. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. So it's a trumpet without valves and uses a mute to restrict the sound leaving, yeah. As that previous instrument was, not this one. This one's more of a harpsichord, you're quite right. Right, let's have a look. Any more instruments? A silver sesh. We've got a lot of instruments, actually. They must know I like instruments. This is a silver sesh. The drum is made from silver. The head is made from horse leather. The sesh is a large stationary percussion instrument. It consists of an hourglass metal drum with a leather head. The musician strikes the head. The instrument produces a complex sound that cannot be said to be of a single pitch. The instrument has a strong, piercing, strident timbre. So it goes like a bong, 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 bing, bong, 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 bong. That's not how it goes. Boom. It's going too high pitched there. Don't know why I chose popcorn, but sure. A goosebone aran. What's a goosebone aran like? This is a goosebone aran. It is encrusted with well-crafted single-cut almondines, well-crafted oval chromite cabochons, and well-crafted oval-cut wax opals. The keyboard is made from iron. The body is made from goosebone. The bellows is made from coyote leather. The aran is a large handheld bone musical instrument. The musician uses a leather bellows to send air over interior reeds. The desired pitch is selected using a metal keyboard. The instrument has a 3.5 octave range, going from a low to a high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a wobbling, vibrating timbre. I'm sure we've seen this one before. It has 2 registers. The low register has a fragile timbre, so fragile, vibrating, and wobbling. But it's air going over reeds, so it's sort of like a low register, wobbling and vibrating. The high register begins at middle pitch and has a reedy, rough, rugged, heavy timbre. So reedy, rough, and rugged. Not rugged. No, scoundrel. Very poor, very poor. We've seen the Mishak, we've seen the Muthir. It looks like we've gone through everything. Oh, there's a Galena Doran. A Doran Martel? I don't know. This is a Galena Doran. The yoke is made from hazelwood. The sound chest is made from galena. The strings are made from iron. The Doran is a large hand-held metal-stringed instrument with a wooden yoke and a stone body. This is the one we had our person make, isn't it? This is the one we've got a... yeah, it is. We've already got one of these. A legendary one, no. A legendary one indeed. Sorry, got a bit confused there for a second. Let's keep going down here. Bismuth bronze toy axes. Boring, not interesting. Let's not bother with that. Toy boats, toy mini forges. Let's put Simon Swirler back on. I think we're past the musical instruments. I wonder if they'll bring any books. We could buy the yak ball. Let's buy all the animals they've got. The donkey will make fantastic soap. But we'll buy all the animals and put those in the new area for grazers. We'll also buy the birds, just for the sake of having them. Because, maybe I'll give eggs a go again. No need to buy booze. We've got tons of booze. The venom's a complete waste of time. Although helmet snake venom does always make me giggle and think of spunk. Because why not? Steel crossbow, not really interested. We can make our own steel shit. I've been duping steel for years. Bismuth bronze picks, no. Silk robes. We wanted gypsum, didn't we? Gypsum. Remember me, we'll need to look for that later on, once we've gone down the list a bit. Actually, I could just do a search. No, it'll put us back at the top of the list when we start looking again. So we'll just skip down, have a little look. Dimple dye bag, not very interesting. Gypsum plaster, brilliant. Any more? Is that it? Oh no, we've got loads of gypsum plaster. It's all good. Calm down, everybody. The hospital will be complete soon enough. Cave spider silk bag, black sand bag, yellow sand bag, dog leather bag, pigtail bag, plump helmet spawn, cloth bin. Let's buy some cloth bins and also some leather bins. Why not? We had trouble securing leather for a mood earlier on. Maybe it's because they've been turning all the leather they could lay their hands on into shoes, and leather has not been a massively supplied trade good. Cloth, yes. Leather, not so much. Oaken figurine, not really interested in buying any art off of you. You have to forget about that, lads. Take them back with you. Trifle pewter earring. Do I look like the kind of guy who buys jewellery? Fuck you. Square cut amethysts, boring. Let's buy some anvils, because, may as well. We're rich. And let's start buying all the food, starting with the chopped black bear liver. Cancel. There we go. Chopped black bear liver. Here we go. All the way past the wild boar intestines, alpaca lungs, cave crocodile hearts, cave lobsters, cave fishes, plump helmets, blah blah blah, red spinach leaves, garlic bulbs, bitter vetch leaves, cranberries, and alpaca wool yarn, which is not really edible, but whatever, we'll get it. We'll get it. Perhaps it could be used as some sort of primitive floss. Chain leggings, not very interesting. Leather backpacks, not particularly interesting. Quivers, not that interesting. Serrated copper discs, not interesting at all. We could make those ourselves. Reindeer cheese, however, yes please. Yes please, especially if the reindeer have been eating that Amanita muscara thing that makes their piss hallucinogenic. Water buffalo cheese, why not? Let's just get all the cheeses. And we wanted some splints, didn't we? And I made some, but let's also buy some just to keep the stocks up. Astan keyboard, graphite bookbinding, microcline Doran sound chest, moosebone inshot hammers, basalt scroll rollers, parchment sheets. Very, very disappointing. The book haul is, I can only describe it as minimal. Man, I thought we bought loads of stuff. We've only got 9 grand's worth of shit. Well, let's put a few copper balls on the table and see how they feel about the trade. There we go. They're making 6 grand profit. They should be happy, right? Are you sure you want to trade the selected goods? Yes. Yes, I am. Edam seems ecstatic with the trading. Unsurprisingly, he's making big profits. Fat profits. Let's do that. Oh, no, not that. Let's do that. There we go. The trader can now get on with his day. Do whatever else he does when he's not trading. Presumably not much. Let's put the... Is there a roof on the tavern? Not yet. Although there appears to be a hole in the designations. Don't tell me that tree completely blocked the construction of the roof. Oh, for Christ's sake. Build construction floor. I would like to build the floor here. There we go. And we'll make it out of, sure, dacite blocks. And then over here, bongo, dacite blocks again. And then here, bosh, dacite blocks. Lovely. Right, let's check the temple construction out. Ooh, looking nearly done. Obviously suspended. What? Hidden? Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't want to make an armour stand. I want to unsuspend these construction orders, you dingleberry. There we go. Right, let's put another floor in. B, capital C, F. And then if I do this, there we go. And we should be able to make it out of quartzite blocks. We should have made enough, right? Yes? 48. Fingers crossed. Yay! We did it. We did it. Oh, shit. There we go. Make another one. And no, can't build it. Oh, because it's not touching any... Okay, whatever. Stick it up your bum, Dwarf Fortress. Come on. Don't be a little dickens. That'll do for now. We'll get those in. Get it all built up. It looks like they're not using the spiked corridor, which is nice. Or they are a bit. There's a couple of fellas prattling around in there, but I think that's just to clean up the vomit. Once the vomit's gone, things should improve. Yeah, not too bad. Should I wall the barracks off on this side and then open them up here with doors? That seems like it could be an idea. Up until recently, they haven't brought any gypsum plaster to buy. They just, you know, they've not thought we wanted it. I mean, previously we have massively oversupplied on the gypsum plaster, so that would have made it unlikely that a purchase was like in the offing. But in this fortress, it's not too bad. We didn't bring any with us, or we did, but it got used for something else, I think. Could be wrong. Let's check our hospital out. Actually, let's check the grazing areas out, because we've got a load of new animals thinking about it. So, if I say I come down to here, Shift N, Shift G, there we go, look at this. Yak ball, water buffalo cow, and a stray donkey. Lovely. We should also probably go into the animal screen and forbid them from becoming pets, because that would be a right pain in the shit. Stray baby llama. Toggle pet availability. No. Okay, good. Good. Phew. Thought for a second they were just going to make it into something. But no, it's fine. It's fine. We can also start making our own cheese now. And our own thread, which should be quite nice, shouldn't it? Have I still got the orders in for shearing and all that jazz? Oh, look, we've made the silver mace. Finally. I wonder if we've got a silver hammer. That would be cool. Make cheese, milk animal, shear animal, spin thread. Yes, the orders are there. It should get done. Shouldn't be too bad. How's our water level doing? 5s and 6s still, we're alright. No need to start worrying yet. Man, the spike corridor's looking pretty clean. I like it. I like it, it's good. Do we now flip the spikes back up and connect that last one up? I think we probably should, right? Maybe? There is a chance we'll jab one of our wrestling boys. It's okay, we'll give it a crack. So you, add job, pull lever, do it now, and then we go up to the surface and watch, and it's this one we want to connect up. Mind you, it doesn't make any difference, does it? You connect it from the lever and choose from a list. Come on. Up go the spikes. Come on, up spikes. Up spikes. Up spikes. Thank you. There we go. Right, back down here. Connect up that last set. Add upright spikes. Bang or bang. Diddly diddly dang. Lovely. Once that's done, should be ready. Should be good to go. Has this lad been sitting here? Oh my god, he has. Not in use. There we go. Sorry, sir. You can get back to your day. Do what you like. Don't suddenly lose your mind in a mood, though. That would be a pain in the bum. Part of me's thinking now that I might want to remove this here and pop it back here instead. So that might be a good idea, actually. You know what? I'm going to dig a hole out here. Bang, there, like that. And we're going to remove this door here. Bosh, like that. And then we're going to pop a wall in there. Just to make sure that people don't path through here if they don't have to. B, construction, W for a wall. Let's pop it there. Bingo. Okay, I don't think that's actually getting built. I think the door prevented it from happening, but okay. Alright, whatever. Whatever. No miners coming to dig it out by the looks of things. Wonder how many miners we actually have left alive. Oh, another dwarven child has been possessed. There's something about this fortress where the children do seem to be getting possessed awfully frequently. More than you would expect, at least. I'm going to try and reconnect my phone up to the stream and see if I can actually see how many viewers we've got. 5! Oh no, 27. Okay. I thought we'd plummeted quite significantly. 5 was... wow. Right, they've claimed that. That's good. Looks like they've got the things they want available to them, so they're heading out to grab them. Which is fine. I'm happy with that. What are you going to grab? Please don't grab quartzite. What could you possibly be going for? Oh, of course, you're going for quartzite. Ah, dear. Embarrassing, really. We'll let that slide for a minute. Oh, I can put that wall in. Build, construction, wall. There we go. Pop a quartzite wall in there where that baby is. Very nice. Quartzite, fine. And then we want to put a door on there as well. So, BD. Door. Lovely. Just what the doctor ordered. And then hopefully the wrestlers won't be too perturbed by having to go through the trap corridor. Then again, we could give them a corridor that goes around here, couldn't we? You know what? I might do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that actually. Dig a hole here and here, and then we'll take it down there. Badonkadonk. Nice. Come round this way. Badonkadonk. Badinkadink. Come round this way and bosh, there we go. That should work out quite well. Is that our moody boy still hauling down the corridor? God, he hasn't even got back to the workshop. That's tragic. So slow. So very ridiculously slow. Let's have a look up to the surface again. They've nearly built all of this. Very satisfying. We do need more quartzite blocks knocked out, but that'll come. That'll come. Have these all been suspended? Yes. Of course they've been suspended. Oh, not all of them. Only one. Okay, that's going to get built. It's not too bad. Let's go down one. We need to put a floor in here as well. P, construction floor. No, that's wrong. B, construction floor. There we go. And this floor can actually be made out of whatever. I might even make it out of logs. That might be fun, right? A little wooden floor inside, little floorboards. Or we could just make it out of raw diorite, raw quartzite, raw obsidian. We've got a lot of it. Let's make a raw obsidian floor. It's going to be slick with just vomit and blood. Slippy slidey obsidian floors. Very nice. That'll be good. Once that's built, we can pop in a few tables and chairs, turn it into a tavern. It'll be fun, won't it? Has the lever been hooked up? Let's have a peek. No, not yet. We've just got to wait for it to get done. And then once that's finished, we can slap those bloody things back down again and everything will be hunky-dory. God, I'm thirsty as hell. I should probably go and... Hello, Mega117. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. I think. Pretty sure you've been here before. I am about to take a break, I think. It's 1:30 AM here. Then again, I could just power through to the end of the stream. Give me a second. I'm just going to go over and get a glass of water. Just be a moment. Hold your horses. Oh, that's gone a long way. Oh, very nice. And I also need a pee, but I won't go that just yet. I'll hold on for a little bit longer. Okay, come on. Get your cable untangled, tit. There we go, that's better. Okay, so what's going on? If we just come down here for a... Why have we suddenly jumped here? The merchants are leaving. Some migrants have arrived. Oh, well, there they are, look. Happy days, more migrants. I'm just going to go to Dwarf Therapist. Have a little sort by migration wave. We had a population of 155 adults, 24 children, and 3 vulnerable babies. Let's have a little read. What have we got now? 163 adults, 26 children, and 2 vulnerable babies. Either one grew up or one died. I'm not quite sure which is the case, but hopefully they grew up. Ooh, that was a wave of 9 dwarves. It's quite a few. One of them is an accomplished stone detailer. No other numbers really to get excited about on their vanilla skills. What about their military prowess? Anyone good? No. We have one dwarf who is a competent level 3 dodger, which I would say is not that competent, right? Could be a lot more competent. Still, never mind. Never mind. It's not about the skills of the dwarves who arrive. It's how you level them up that matters. Actually, we should go into our military now and assign some of the weapons to the dwarves who can use them. Because now we've got silver maces and silver hammers. Are they all done? Yeah, all the silver weapons have been made. Although I may well have cancelled the order for silver hammers by accident earlier. We'll see. Just going to check to see if this lever's been hooked up to the final set of spikes. It looks like it has. Add pull now. There we go. Excuse me, a little bit of windy pops there. Now hopefully they'll all go down and this one won't stay up. Come on. Down you go. Go down, spikes. Come on, spikes. There we go. Nice. Very nice. I would kind of like to dump some of this stone looking at it here, because it's a bit annoying having it sitting there in the corridor. Also, what's this mug all about? Anybody? Can somebody get rid of this mug? I know it's sitting on a weapon trap, but still. Anyone? They're just not going to do it. Fair enough. Whatever. Oh, we need a cage trap here, otherwise some symmetries. Oh, hang on, that's probably a spike in it. Let's not get crazy. Let's just leave it. It's going to be fine. I think I did remember to link the spike. Yes, I did. It's all gone down. It's fine. No need to panic, everybody. Everything's going to be absolutely fine. Ooh, Shoras Ricardrill has begun a mysterious construction. Good job the game reminded me there, and he didn't need anything, because I could have completely forgotten about him. Ah, dear. We've not even scratched the surface of our copper stockpile, have we? Actually, let's check that. We've got no visual indicator, really. Stocks. Bars. Copper. 878. It's fucking going up. We can't use copper quick enough. We're just making tons of the shit. We're going to have to start making practically everything out of copper if we're going to even begin to put a dent in our stockpiles. But, I mean, yeah, it's not the best material, is it? Wheelbarrows, step ladders, meh. Very meh indeed. We could definitely find better materials for those. I mean, I did used to make a lot of copper bins to use the copper up. And if you're not going to be hauling the bins around, it's not too bad. Ah, damn. What are our current works here? Copper spikes, steel spikes, which should be being duped. And then nothing going on here. What about our smelteries? What are they up to? Smelting copper ore. That could explain our ludicrous quantities of copper. You know what? Let's cancel those copper ore ones. C? Oh, hang on. RC. There we go. What about here? RC. There we go. Oh, somebody followed. I can see it from the corner of my eye. Bear with me a moment and I will appropriately respond to your follow. Let's have a look who it was. It was Corlinga. Oh, subscribed. Followed and subscribed. Well, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Corlinga the sub. Little bit of Ennio Morricone / Kojima singing there for you. Oh, thank you very much for that. Anyone else who has a Prime sub, feel free to fling it my way. I would very much appreciate it. We've been doing quite well for subs actually lately. It's very gratifying. And in fact, it seems to have almost doubled my output as well, because ever since we had that massive spike in subs come in, which admittedly mostly were gifted, thanks to Messrs. Rando and Bergendorf, but ever since I've been doing that, I've been doing longer streams on Mondays and Thursdays, trying to do a daytime one as well. And I think I might be able to find the time and convince others to allow me the time to do an extra day here or there. So we might even make it a scheduled day. You never know. Although whether I make it a Dwarf Fortress day is another thing entirely, because I do have a bit of a pile of shame to work through. We've had a few games gifted that have just sort of languished in the background and never got played. And I think now I could actually play, now I've got a 16:9 monitor, I could even go back and play the Metro games. Now that's an oldie gift. Shorast Ricard Drill, the Dwarven Child, has created Atridsosad, a quartzite Nimac. He claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor. Oh, excuse me. In the name of the family ancestor, Iral Praisehall. Let's have a look at it. Let's see what we've got here. It's called Blossom Ivory, a quartzite Nimac. It's worth 9.5-ish. It's not that expensive, but we'll see. This is a quartzite Nimac. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of cushion quartzite cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of gneiss and phyllite. The Nimac is a small, hand-held wooden musical instrument which houses 20 silk strings. The musician uses a metal keyboard to select which of these strings are plucked. Bong! The instrument has a 4.5-octave range, going from a middle to an extremely high pitch. The musician cannot control the volume. At all pitches, the instrument has a sharp, smooth, evolving timbre. Sharp and smooth, difficult to reconcile, feel kind of opposite. Evolving timbre. It has 3 registers. The low register has a delicate, bright, light, wavering timbre. Delicate, bright, and light, and wavering indeed, are not really sounds you sort of associate with the low end. But oh well, so it's plucked, it's sharp and smooth, and evolving, while also bright, light, and wavering, and in the low end. Bong, no. Bong, 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 bong. Bong, 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 bong. Bong, 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 bong. Bong, 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 bong. That's my guess at what it sounds like. The middle register begins at a mid-high pitch and has a light, wispy timbre. So... bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Not quite the same. I think it's too similar to the lower one, but never mind. The high register begins at high pitch and has a full, strained, fluid timbre. We can't have that. That's not doable. You can't bend a note on a harpsichord. Sorry, I was getting a little bit carried away there. I was about to get a bit jazzy. Time to relax. Time to step back and stop trying to imitate fictional musical instruments created through random number generation. That's just a road to madness. Where were we? An extra day? Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, maybe a Wednesday, but we'll see. We'll see. And I don't know if it'll be it'll probably be a daytime stream rather than a nighttime stream, but whatever. You know, as the number of subs goes up, it does get a little bit hard to justify being so lazy about streaming. It does start to feel like people are actually paying for this shit. I should probably do more. Where are we going? Oh, a Mason's gone berserk. That's not optimal. Shit. Okay, where is he? I don't see him. Oh, here he is down here. He's lost his mind and now he's started going crazy. Adil Lancehide. Well, he's not a namey, so it's not too bad. It's not like one of the named dwarves has lost their mind and started killing people. Then again, we have lost a few named dwarves for sure. I'm going to have to... speaking of which, actually, let's think about adding some named dwarves to the stream. How about that? Let's go to Dwarf Therapist. Does anybody want a dwarf named after them? Don't have to be a sub. It's all fine. If you do, just pipe up and let me know. If you have a specific type of dwarf in mind, like Anemic Libero, he wants or she, sorry, I never asked, would like our first priest, which of course has not been assigned yet, so they're sitting in a bit of a queue at the moment. However, if you just want any old dwarf, I'll quite happily use my patented random selection technique to pick you one out. Let's sort by has nickname and we'll see who has one already. We've still got 22 people. We've got a Raindog 2. Oh, bear with me. Oh no, you're already in Dwarf Therapist. Adusir, Bergendurf, Buttermut Squash, Katzan, Dragonfire, Dragonslayer, Arian, Fuzzy Logic, Good Job Jack, Claycree, Macho, Meat Spike, NATO Christian, Ocelot, Plutonium Jesus, Rando 303, Shazoo, Spaceship Rat, the JC Experience, Tidy, and Tiroj. If you want a dwarf named after you and you're not on that list, now's the time. Let's have a little look there. Nobody asking just yet, but Tidy is calling me to round up the troops to kill that berserker, which, you know, is not outside the realm of reason. Let's go back for a sec while people think about dwarves and have a little peeky poo if we can spot him. There he is. Can we send the military out to butcher him? Seems a little extreme for someone who's just having a mental health crisis, but this is the world of Dwarf Fortress. This is not the real world. It's not the real world. We don't need to worry about killing the insane. Let's say K. Kill the creature under the thing and bang, resume. In fact, now let's follow the berserking mason. Follow the berserker. Here they go. Down into the mines. Oh, hello. It looks like they might actually get beaten to death by bog standard dwarves without any weapons anyway. He's dead. He's dead. The dwarves suspend the construction of a floor. Excuse me? Excuse me? Where was it? Oh, it's in here. Okay. Probably the mason who was going nuts, or the guy who joined the military was the one who was supposed to be doing it. There we go. Yes, suspended. Is that all the suspension? Is that it? Oh, no, no. More floor was suspended. That's okay though. If we make our way through the area, we should find which bits have been suspended and which bits have not. Oh, hello. There we go. Bosh, looks like we've undone it all. It's fine. Let's check our volcano temple. Still looking snazzy. Build, constructed floor. And then we'll pop that in there. Bingo. And look for quartzite blocks. There we go, quartzite blocks. Lovely. Nice. We need to build up a little stockpile before we do any larger areas. 39 isn't going to be enough to do a full-sized tranche, so to speak, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay. And there's only a little bit of vomit in the temple. Should we start putting some statues up there and make it proper? Or do we... Not yet, not yet. We need the floor put in first. You can't start, you know, anoint. Is it anointing? What's it called when you make a holy building and you officially announce it holy? Consecrate? Consecrate. We don't want to consecrate the temple before it's got a full floor. That could be a problem. Corlinga says, yeah man, I would love to see a slab engraved with my name next time. Well, you can have one of those, but I mean, you'll have to die. You have to have a dwarf. Then he has to die, or she, in order for you to get an engraved slab. So let's get the first step out of the way, and we'll give you a dwarf in the fortress. I'm going to minimise the nickname dwarves. I love this track. I love it. I can't help myself. And I'll close my eyes and choose a random dwarf. I close my eyes, roll my mouse wheel, oh, select a dwarf by finger feel. Ooh, any dwarf will do. How about this one? Stackard Tulonderos. Not militarily skilled in any way, however, it's a child. A professional child. Well, you could be closer than any to death or further away, depending on the way the fort goes, but we'll soon find out. Corlinga. That's an A, not an S. You don't want to put Corlings. That's silly. There's nobody out there called Corlings. Cue someone called Corlings popping up in chat going, look, actually, I think you'll find I am called Corlings. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Renora. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. For some reason, I wanted to sing your name there. But I didn't resist. Shit. God damn it. Let's not get into another Kiezu scenario. Speaking of Kiezu, not seen him around for a while, have we? That track's called Koganu-san. I know, I love it. I love it. Bendigid fan? Bendigid Fran. That's my guess. I could be right. I believe great track by Simon Swirler. He did a bunch of Dwarf Thursday Stream tracks. Yeah, I am. Rather than using sound sense, I just play a playlist from his YouTube channel in the background, which is pretty damn good. Fucking love this one though. I like a good track with humming. There's a game that came out recently. I think it's called Hunt or Hunted or something, and that's got a fantastic hummed piece as the main theme. Really good. I love a bit of humming, I do. I really do. So, where are we now? We are currently looking at a vomit-stained hallway with dwarves going all the way round, and whatever that was catching my attention a minute ago has completely flown my mind now. I really want goblins to turn up. I know it doesn't sound like the most sensible thing to want in a dwarf fortress, but, you know, we've got all these things set up, and the weird beasts arrive. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, hello. I do apologise. Let's go back over to the fortress. Thank you very much for the poop there, Tidy. Much appreciated. Good reference. Followed that dude on YouTube just now. Are we talking about Simon Swerwer? These are very well worth. I don't think he's actually put anything out on YouTube for ages. I tell you what, if you want a good music channel to follow, tell him I sent you. There's a guy called Graham Plowman, and I don't know if this will be to your taste or not, but he does orchestral music inspired by H.P. Lovecraft. So it's kind of like imagined film soundtracks for the stories that H.P. Lovecraft wrote. and they're brilliant. They're really, really good, and he's been putting stuff out for ages with a relative degree of consistency, so I think he should be rewarded with more viewers. Very, very worth a look. Very, very worth a look. Where are we? Graham Plowman. Let me try looking him up. Hold on a sec. I'm in Dwarf Fortress. Oh, here we go. I will just put one of his songs on for a moment and then give you a link to the video so you can find his channel there. That's the easiest way because it's just popped up as one of the things that's recommended. This one is The King in Yellow, and here is his channel. No problem, Anemic. You get yourself some sleep. Luckily, my other half takes the kids to school on after stream days, so hooray. Oh, hello. It's quite loud, isn't it? I love these. Anyway, you've heard that's enough of a taster to get the idea of what kind of thing it is. Very good. Very, very good. There we go. Hope to see my temple next time I catch you. It should... it should be finished. It should be finished. The next scheduled stream is on Thursday, but, you know, there may be another one this week in the interim. Excuse me, but we'll see. We shall see. I'm going to have to take another painkiller in a minute. The ones I took earlier have really worn off. And the teeth are getting quite aggressively painful. Let's decommission this door here. We don't want that there, do we? That's no use to us, and put a wall in. And then we can also put, excuse me, doors. Good Lord. So uncouth, so barbaric. Such a terrible human being. Anyway, yeah, once that's been taken off its hinges, we'll put a wall in there, and then hopefully people will spend a lot less time in the trap corridor and a lot more time in the bypass corridor. Won't that be nice? Won't that be lovely? Let's put Swirler back on. And then maybe we'll pack in some more spikes. I don't know how many spikes we've got at the moment. We've probably got quite a few because I haven't been placing any traps for a while, have I? Is it a case of fuck it, let's whack them in? Or, I mean, we could do a drop trap somewhere. Oh, it's too much hassle. We've built enough below this level that it's a pain in the arse to start figuring out where to put drop pits. Let's leave it as it is for now. We've got enough stuff here to genuinely hassle any of our potential aggressors. It looks like they're not actually growing shit. We've got garden cress on the go here. What about blackberry bushes? No seeds. Okay, how about growing some cranberry vines? Very good for cystitis, I'm told. Let's escape. Although I didn't know. I always thought cranberries were bushes, because aren't they like a low-lying bush, and then in order to get the berries off, they flood the field and float the berries off? Or is that just ocean spray adverts? Is that an entirely fabricated fiction for marketing purposes? I wouldn't put it past those old sneaky companies. Build construction wall, and we'll bung that in there just to close off the oily boy's chamber, and we'll make it out of quartzite, because I think that's the same material the wall is made of. Speaking of which, our quartzite floors are in. Build construction floor. I think we should be able to get enough to build that, right? Quartzite blocks, 58. Very nice indeed. And then maybe another floor here will fit in. How many quartzite blocks we've got left? 40. Oh, okay. I think we can probably 35. Oh, we can't build their shit. Oh, hello. We could if we connected out there, but that seems a little bit extravagant. Let's wait till those bits are built and everything will be just lovely. Just delightful. There we go. Plough King 2. Who's Plough King 2? Let's have a little look at that. Oh, that's his name of his channel. Oh, he couldn't get his own name. That's a little disappointing. Oh, that's okay though. I suppose I only got my own name because I've got the gloriously anti-SEO use of underscores in it. Underscores. Oh, it's a weir creature, but it's a new weir creature. The weir armadillo Zolex dasostazaz has come. A large armadillo, twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow violet. Its black hair is long and straight. Now you will know why you fear the night. Oh my goodness me. Why do I fear the night? It's not really because of we're armadillos, I have to say. They're not high on my list of fears. Okay, everybody back in the fortress. Again, this fucking tavern's claimed so many lives just through its construction process. Right, military alert. Turn on the civilian alert. Everybody indoors. Everybody indoors. In fact, let's pause quickly. Otherwise, I'm going to fuck this up. We'll go back to our ballistas. Face it that way. Face them all that way because I feel like that's going to be important. And then we say fire at will. Fire at will. Fire at will. There we go. If they see an enemy and they're told to prepare to fire, will they shoot? I wonder. Hard to say. Anyway, though, let's. Oh, we can start someone pulling the lever repeatedly for the spikes already, can't we? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go down here. Come to this lever. Say add, pull, repeat, and leave that at B as it is. Okay. And then we resume it. Let lads come down. Everybody get in. Oh, you are shitting me. How the fuck did it get down here already? It moves like greased lightning. Go, greased lightning. The smell of burning fat is intense. Greased lightning. Go, greased lightning. So what's the plan here? I suppose we really need to send our military in, don't we? The chasms of gilding, of course. The oily boys don't wear enough armour, and the carnal gates have yet to be made. Let's give them a kill order, and we'll get them in there on the Weir Armadillo. Go, 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 go. On an adventure. The thingamajigger is up and away. There we go, little Cat in the Hat reference. Don't know quite why I bothered with that. Oh, people don't run past it, you fucking spanners. Oh, is it taken out? Wait a minute. Let me look at the combat reports. What's going on here? 8 pages. Doesn't seem like it's been taken out. The Weir Armadillo strikes the woodworker in the head with its horsehair thread, bruising the muscle. It's got a piece of... Presumably that's like a piece of string. Or is it just like a little piece of sewing cotton or something? Is it like a tiny whip? An incredibly thin whip? I'm worried. Has anyone been bitten by the thing? I don't see any bites. The shearer looks even more sick. Oh my god. Scratches, punches, strikes, scratches. Is a scratch a transmissive attack? He says, making up words. Does it transmit the disease? Can lycanthropy be contracted via a scratch? Somebody's died already, because I'm just looking at Dwarf Therapist here to check the infections. We look good. No infections so far. No bites. It's good. Fun time, courtesy of Zolak the Weirthing. Quite right. Big capital letters fun by the looks of things. But if we do okay, if it gets distracted enough by a couple of simple fights... Whoa. I'm afraid, Zolak, you're going to have to do better than that. You are about to get seriously badly fucked. Our military's coming after you no matter what you do, even if you turn back from your Weir Armadillo form. Oh, they've still got the kill order on. Very nice. I'm just going to check the infections again. Anybody taken ill from this little encounter? No. Very nice. Good. Okay, we lost a dwarf or two, but not much more than that. Where'd he go? Has he pegged it? Oh my god. Let's zoom to him. And follow him. Where are you going, lad? You cannot escape our military. Although, I mean, yeah, you can. You've got a bit of a head start on them. It looks like you're pretty determined to get away. Well, actually, no, you're not running in the most sensible direction. You're just going up the side of the volcano. I mean, run foolhardily and fast enough, and you may well slip to your doom. Disappear into the magma. That'd be bad, wouldn't it? For you, not us, obviously. For us, it would be a lovely thing. They've still got the kill order. They should be heading up there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Game stopped following him for some reason. Z. F. Oh, for crying out loud. F. There we go. We're following him. He's going down a floor or two. Come on, don't leave the map yet. No, 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 no. Just tangle with my lads. Valuable combat experience evaporated. And why? Because you didn't move fast enough? Because you didn't move fast enough, you fucking dingleberries. Oh well. Oh well. It needs to be a bite to transfer the curse. Well, that's good. That's good. Oh god, they've bloody well suspended the construction of loads of floor again, haven't they? S, 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 S. There we go, that should be all of it. Alright, that should be all the floor tiles remade. Yes? Question mark? Sure. Ah, dear. Hopefully the hospital will be good enough to tend to the wounded. I mean, it's not going to do much for poor old dead lad here. What's your name? Who were they? The game doesn't want to show me their name. Besmar Webbed Sacks. Oh. Such a shame that someone so... Oh no, he's not dead. He's only stressed at the moment with a head injury. Okay. It must be someone else. That can't be that corpse, right? Hang on. Let's press K, inspect, and then go over that tile. There we go. That's someone else. Kossoth Work Stockade, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's his corpse. It's not old Websacked. Or is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. I can't be sure. It will be back most likely. Your fortress is quite the Weirbeast attraction. Yeah, they do love it. It's not even... It's the second type of Weirbeast as well. We're not just getting the old Weir Bison that were coming along before. We're getting Weir Armadillos, Weir Bisons. A very wide selection. Look, this guy's dizzy and nauseous with lower body, head, right upper arm, left upper leg, left lower leg, and right foot wounds. Fingers crossed he ends up in a hospital. Good lord. Not in use. Not in use. Oh, it looks like this one fired. Oh, very exciting. Obviously it didn't actually have any beneficial effects to us, but it was fired. And that's something, right? We've got 77 idlers. I'm going to go down to the graveyard and add a few more burial receptacles. Let's put planning mode on and just go fucking ham. There we go. We've got the orders on to keep building them when the stockpiles run dry. So fingers crossed we should be able to relatively rapidly fill out this area with an abundance of corpse boxes. Oh shit, I put those in the wrong place. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do them in double rows now. Let's go crazy. They don't mind. They're dead. What are they going to do? Complain? Ooh, that reminds me. There was a film that I saw as a kid. Now this is utterly irrelevant, but seeing as we were talking about films earlier, and I really loved it, mainly because of a lady having her boobs out in it. But it was called Cemetery Man, or I think it was also called Della Morte. It's like an Italian film. I absolutely loved that as a kid. See, I told you it was not relevant, but I thought I'd tell you anyway. Ah dear. Where were we? I am ruining my pattern, but you know what? Sometimes patterns can be flexible. Not usually. Normally that would wind me up something terrible, but this time round I think I'll allow it, because I'm getting lazy, and it is 2:10 in the morning, so, you know, sloppiness is to be expected at such a late hour. Is this all... I mean, I want the goblins. An actual, like, structured siege would be quite useful about now to really test my abilities. Ah, shit, they've stopped all this, haven't they? Ah, pants. have I turned off the alert? I don't think I have I? No, I haven't. Shit, they're going to keep suspending stuff. Bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Bugger, 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 bugger. Oh dear, I've just been suspending stuff. They only suspend the stuff that's actually connected to the ground, don't they? So that you can actually get to. There we go. I accidentally suspended all these. God, I'm hungry. I could do with You know what? I want a pint and a packet of crisps. I haven't had a drink for ages. Not since Christmas, I don't think. Actually, that's not true. I had that cider when I went round Jay's house. Yeah, but I haven't really had much to drink since Christmas. Then again, I've just had a load of paracetamol, or Tylenol to our American viewers, so it probably doesn't make sense to me to have a drink as well. Let's give my liver just one kind of pounding, not two. Why pound it on both ends? That would be just rude, wouldn't it? Oh, are the spikes going up and down? They are going up and down, aren't they? Look at that. Nice. Let's hope that nobody tries to walk over them while they're doing that. And let's unsuspend that construction of a wall, because that'll be handy to have put in. Traps 2? Question mark, tidy? What are we talking about here? What traps are we looking for? What are we doing? Can't collect sand. Needs sand. Oh, can't make green glass window. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that. I can live with that. No problem at all. Actually, yeah, we put in some pedestals, didn't we? Let's put something on the pedestals. Oh, that one didn't get built. Why not? Oh, it did. Okay. Set a displayed item. Artifacts. So, how about something made of metal? It is a metalworker's place. Diorite figurine, quartzite floodgate, diorite mug, plumwood doran, pyrite toy hammer, steel warhammer. That's being used, or is it? Shit, the person who was wielding it might be dead actually. Diorite scepter, obsidian ring, obsidian earring. Okay, the only metal we have is something else. So let's put the apricot wood crossbow. We're not putting the steel warhammer in a museum. That's to be used. That is to be part of our military equipment. Am I going to spring the traps forever? Well, there's nobody walking over it really, and also I've not got one person. It's just people walking past, flicking the lever, so it's not the end of the world, is it? Oh fuck, have we killed a dog? Oh shit, we're killing animals. Okay, let's not leave the trap going. Let's not do that. Cancel. R, take off the R. There we go. Pull the lever one more time. Or don't, actually. No, don't. I want to stop that from happening. I like it the way it is. Remove. No, not remove. C for cancel. There we go. Thank you. There we go. That should be alright. Something got killed. What is it? A dog? Please don't be a dog. We needed you on the ropes. A rain dog too? Oh no, he's in there. Whew. Let's try by pressing K. There we go. Zuntir Katentakoth's corpse. Let's view it. Oh, it is a dog. Friggin' hell. Have we got any other dogs turned up? Assign animal to chain. Cat, llama, kitten, yak, bull, water buffalo, hen, donkey, gosling, reindeer, goat, kid, pult. None. No bloody dogs. God damn it. We have got a chicken in a cage, which is not ideal. I mean, I would want them in a nest box really, but whatever. For now it will have to do. Randstop, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. You catch us towards the twilight of this stream, but we're getting there. Don't worry, we're still going on for a bit longer. It's only 2:10 after all. It's not like I need to go to bed anytime soon. It's not like I'm tired. I actually am, but never mind. It'll be fine. Okay, that's getting done. That's fine. Oh, well, thank you, Randstap. I've missed you too. Although it wasn't that long since you were last in chat, was it? You've been here fairly recently, if I remember rightly. Let's put some tables in this tavern. BT. There we go. I'm going to put a whole wall of tables over here. I can place some tables. put them against the wall. Oh, you know what I did earlier? I checked out, although I didn't actually do it properly, Twitch Sings. So, yeah, I might be giving that a little fun time later on. Probably going to do it offline at first, maybe do a bit of recording, being the shy soul that I am. And, yeah, maybe we'll have a little of that around in the future. There's some interesting songs on there. Not many that are useful for a bass voice, but whatever. Whatever. You can put any animal on the chain. Dogs are thematic, but... Oh, okay, so I can put anything I wanted on there. Honestly, Tidy, I've never really done karaoke before. I've done a little bit of Elvis when I went for a Chinese meal for my sister's 21st with my family. But generally speaking, if I'm singing, I'm alone, and I'm probably singing something like a sea shanty or something. Going down to old Maui, me boys, going down to old Maui. All that kind of gubbins. Or trying a bit of the old Mongolian throat singing. Don't want to wake the kids up. Probably a bad idea to do that. You know, a few bits and bobs, but generally I'm not a big singer. I'm not really a music guy, to be fair. I used to be really into metal and punk as a teenager, and now I'm more of a kind of soundtracks, synthwave, orchestral stuff. Not big into lyrical music. Not that I hate it, it's just, you know, not my first port of call. But someone suggested giving it a go, so I thought, why not? Why not? And I know some of the songs in there. I thought I knew how to sing, you know, Almost Heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River, but apparently I'm well off on the actual notes and not that strong on the lyrics either. Who's this lad with the brown exclamation mark sitting here? Vabok Landropes. Haggard, but otherwise uninjured. He's fine. No need to panic. May as well attach some animals to these ropes then. Assign to chain. Let's make the... cats? Okay, let's make them cats. Why not? There we go. Just a couple of guard cats. A couple of guard cats, not a problem. Pretty sure the lyrics were correct. Yeah, that far they're correct. I think everybody knows that part. But once you get past there, it gets a little bit harder. Also, I find I can sing okay if I'm singing sort of like just me. But if I have to actually hit notes in harmony with other people or musical instruments, it's fucking impossible. I'm really bad. I've got my own tuning, and I really have difficulty changing that tuning. Ah, dear. When are the gobbos going to show, man? It's getting super late and we haven't had a single... Well, we have had a goblin, but it was a weirbeast goblin, which is a different proposition. A very different proposition indeed. Right, here we go. Make a dining hall. Bingo, bango, bongo, bingo. Actually, no. Let's just not do it that way. Let's do it with a zone. Oh, fucking hell. What is this? Gather, pick fruit. No. Let's remove zones. And we'll do it thusly. And thisly. There we go. Also remove it from the wall, scoundrel. Come on. Not just the floors. The walls, the whole 9 yards. There we go. And we can put a new zone in there. Very nice. Over we go. Bosh. It's now a meeting hall. We're going to assign a location. We're going to go for a new location. It's going to be an inn/tavern. And we're going the snack of ringing. Okay, I can deal with that. Sounds good enough. Let's check this hasn't been suspended. It hasn't. This guy's actually bringing the table in. I should have been able to see that. And now we've got that in. I might put a stockpile in for food. Maybe? Seem good? I could also... part of me wants to build another tunnel to connect it to the fortress. But also the purpose of the tavern is to bring in some people from the outside who will be willing to defend the fortress and will be outside for a bit of the old combat. Oh, we've got a beekeeper stumbling around obliviously. Poor chap. Okay, they're making cranberry vines. We've got no seeds, but that's fine because we've got plenty grown. What I should probably do is set cranberries not to be cooked. No cranberry sauce for your turkey this year. Go to the stocks, go to the kitchen, go to the... No, I was in the right screen. Oh, well, looks like we haven't actually harvested any cranberries yet. That's fine. Not that we need to worry too much about that. We're nearly at... Well, we've actually just dropped from 1,000 sand pear cider. What have we got here? Cheese. We can cook with cheese. That's fine. I'm happy with cheese cooking. Cave hopper meats. That's fine. Cave crocodile tripe. Grey langur tripe. That's all good. That's all good. What's this? 75 turkey hen eggs. Oh, okay. I didn't realise we had so many turkey eggs. Maybe we did actually get our nest boxes working. Seems like it makes sense. The snack of ringing, not rimming. Oh, what a tasty nugget. Aren't I lucky I got a sloppy bit? Ew. Ew, that was a little paraphrasing of a bad taste quote. Anyone catch that? Anyone catch that? It's supposed to be, aren't I lucky I got a lumpy bit, when the old leader of the company drinks Robert's sick. Good old reference. Good reference. Let's go to our locations, and assign a tavern keeper and a performer maybe. Why not? Who is going to be good as a tavern keeper? Does it require any particular skills? I don't think so. Let's pick a random dwarf. How about this animal dissector? That's probably going to work well, isn't it? Maybe? Excuse me. Actually, we could do Vabok the beekeeper. He was being a bit depressed. Maybe give him a new job will cheer him up. Then again, maybe he'll just upset his patrons. How about a Gelder? Vabok Nirgaden. The Gelder. Sure, that's you. Oh, another tavern keeper. Why not? Let's have two. Let's also have Serol the brewer, right? Question mark? And that might actually get our brewer killed having him outside the gate. Let's think about... excuse me. Oh dear. A pump operator. You'll do. I mean, that kind of fits, doesn't it? Tavern keeper, pump operator. And a performer. Who have we got who'd make a good performer? How do I... What? Oh, there we go. Who'd be a good performer? Do we have anyone? There's nobody particularly showing up. It doesn't tell me whose skills would be good. Let's go into Dwarf Therapist and look for someone who'd make a good performer, shall we? Let's have a little look here. It's other skills, and I'm thinking we want... Actually, let's not do that just yet. Let's go and check out what that instrument we made was. What's that legendary instrument? Shift L. A Doran. Is that the only one? Did we make something else? A Doran and a Nimak. Okay. So we want someone who can play a Doran and someone who can play a Nimak. Oh, they're all keen on going up to the tavern now. I bet they abandoned the glorious dining hall. Oh, of course they're fucking empty. I mean, we could make this also a tavern just for residents, right? That means it can compete. Yeah? Let's do it. Let's see if it's possible. I, for a zone. Can you flood fill zones? They can. A whole new world of flood-filled zones opens before me. Larger zone. Oh, it's giving me tingles and tickles. Enter place. There we go. It's now a location. How do I do that? It should be L, shouldn't it? Oh no, meeting hall. There we go. Assign location. Not the snack of ringing. We want a new inn/tavern, which is I. The harvest of creating. Very exciting. Now hopefully that will yield people coming indoors. If we put the details in, snack of ringing, All visitors welcome. Can we change that to... we do that. Change restriction. R. Citizens and long-term residents only. Citizens only. Let's call it all visitors welcome. And then the harvest of creating can be just citizens only. R. R. There we go. Citizens only. Bang. Dance floor in common area. 19 by 3. Good lord. No instruments. That's fine. That's fine. No goblets. No boxes and bags. Oh, okay, we need to add some more spice to these areas, but we'll give it a go. Tidy volunteers as tribute. Okay, we can make you a musician, but maybe next time. I think next time we've got a dance floor here. This is good enough. All this bit here. Next time I'll look into doing the taverns more thoroughly. For now, we'll just let them be taverns as they are, and we'll work on them a bit more next time. But for now, I feel like I want to start winding up and making sure we haven't missed any obvious hanging threads that need to be dealt with. So let's take a look and see if we can assign any more of this to be built. Is this all suspended or is it good? That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, it's all going to get done. How many quartzite blocks have we got? Let's have a little look. Stocks. Blocks. Diorite, gabbro, dacite, obsidian, quartzite. 645? Holy shit, they banged those out of the park, haven't they? Build constructed floor. And then we'll do this bit here. There we go. Quartzite blocks. Oh, only 56. Oh, that must be everything that's been used in construction already. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on, game. Give me a break. Quartzite blocks. There we go. Lovely. Another one over here. Bang. Quartzite blocks. 15. Don't think we can fit any more in, can we? We won't be able to do a whole roll. Or will we? Oh, cancel, cancel. Don't do that. Floor. There we are. All the way across. Dingo. There's only 3. No, we still need 6. Fuck it, as they say. Fuck it. So cool. Okay. So the temple's starting to look good. I feel like we're going to have some fun stuff going on here. We'll figure out some kind of sacrificial mechanism to dump people in the magma. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. What's this flashing thing here? A pecan wood bucket. Is it forbidden? Nope. Why is it out there then? Who's dumping buckets outside? That's not practical, is it? It's impractical, in fact. It makes me angry. Do we want to keep our guys practicing their skills? They don't seem to be bothering. Oh. Okay, one of them's still firing. One of them's still practicing. Okay. I was going to say they don't seem to be bothering to go to the ballistas when it's time. Let's stop that. Go on then. Load it, but don't fire it. Yeah? Good. Okay, he's freed. He's free to carry on as he wishes. Pecan wood decorations are prime decorations, obviously. Well, pecan wood buckets, of course. One of that level of creativity is. One of that level of craftsdwarfship is perfect for making everybody super happy. This farmer's workshop, or farmer's guild hall, really needs tarting up, doesn't it? Let's designate smooth. Do as much smoothing as we can. Obviously it's got some soil in the walls. That's not ideal. But yeah, no, we'll get some furniture in there. It'll be good. Oh, a boa's been found dead. Poor old Bomwreck. Why are you dead, Bomwreck? What happened? Was it the Weir Armadillo? Were you killed by the Weir Armadillo? Aww. Disaster. I really wish the animals wouldn't go over the spiked corridor. I feel like I'm running the risk of killing some treasured pets every time I pull that lever. Then again, we could do with a few less pets in the fortress. They're not ideal. They're very difficult to convince people to turn into shoes and gloves and stuff. Or indeed, fine meals. It seems that no matter how lavishly you prepare them, people always reject the concept of cooking their pets. Bastards. So, we should probably fill in some of the blanks in our some of our military. We're 2 men short, including the leader of both squads, I think. If your perfectionist streak strikes, you can mine out the mud and construct true walls there. That is true. We'll do that another time, though, not right now. There's a little bit of extra pernicketiness that I'm not sure I can muster at 2:30 in the morning after recording for 3 hours and 48 minutes. Shit, it's going to be another fucking 20 gigabyte file to upload to YouTube. Hooray, well done. You should have taken a break halfway through, but you greedily looked at the viewer count and saw it was at 30 and went, oh, I don't want to lose like 2 or 3 viewers because I went on a break. Oh, carry on going. You silly, silly man. You silly, silly man. Ah, well, never mind. It'll be fine. Nobody panic. Everybody stay calm. I don't know why you get so wound up. Is there any obvious stuff that needs to be done before I call it an evening? I mean, sure, I should probably look up someone to raid before I finish, right? Is anyone else playing Dwarf Fortress? They probably are. The Americans are probably out in force by now, right? There's probably a load of people playing Dwarf Fortress. Holy shit, there's 123 people watching it, so that's sure as shit not me being watched. Let's go and have a look and see who's in there. Oh no, 56. Sorry. Got a bit confused. Fold Up Gorillas still doing adventure mode. Grey Dark Jesters live. I bet Cupo's live, right? Ben Lubar, whoever that is. Vonnier, not seen them before. Cupo's live, got 20 viewers. We could all go over to Cupo, or we could try a new one. Anyone else I'm following live? We'll raid Cupo at the end of the stream. That's probably the best bet. So, where are we? No goblins. I'm very disappointed that we've had no goblins today at all. That's 2 whole sessions. I've probably played the game for about, 4, 5, 6.5 hours, and not a single goblin raid. But we have had a peasant get depressed, apparently. Disappointing. Very disappointing indeed. Oh, excuse me. Good Lord. What is wrong with me? Fucking hell. I'm going to have to get my bum checked. It's just too noisy. It's too loud. It's too aggressive. Let's take the fight to them. Once my military's a little bit better, I think. We'll get a few more. 3 full sieges in a row was missing my caravans. Oh man, the worst case scenario. The bloody caravans coinciding with the sieges. I mean, only if you need... I mean, obviously, if you don't need the caravan, it's not so bad. But, I mean, it's nice to have the caravan, just to see the cool RNG shit that turns up, right? A little bit of rung, as it were. We still haven't put anything in this barracks, have we? I think next session, it's going to have to be top up the military and create a new squad. Because at the moment, we've got how many dwarves in the fortress? 160 adults, 27 children, and 1 vulnerable baby. Which means... The Forgotten Beast, Stora Slomsmesterfrog has come. A towering, scaly mongoose. It has an enormous shell, and it is ravening. Its grey scales are blocky and close set. Beware its fire. Oh, God. Oh, do we save this bad boy for next time? Because I will probably forget them. Or do we... Oh, I haven't put a fucking drawbridge in, have I? Scoundrel, you fucking spam handler. What's wrong with you? How far away is it from our... I think cliffhanger might be the idea, Tidy. I think we might have to make this a cliffhanger, and somebody is going to have to remind me next session that we have a forgotten beast tromping around in the basement, because otherwise everybody's going to die. Everybody died. Okay, well at least we've got a bit of excitement to come back to. It may not be a goblin horde. It may be a single boring forgotten beast. Well, not that boring. A single fiery forgotten beast, which is going to ruin the frame rate. But at least it's something, isn't it? So, without further ado, let's save the game and make sure that that's all kept as progress, and we'll go back to the home screen. There we go. And just as a preparation, I'm going to type /raid Cupo in chat. Keupo. And hopefully you guys will enjoy his gorgeous fortress. It's a gorgeous fortress. He's making for you to look at. Let me just quickly quit out a dwarf fortress in the background because it's saved the game nicely. Lovely. Quit dwarf therapist. And there we go, we're all out. So what do I need to tell you? If you're a new viewer, or indeed a new subscriber, thank you very much, Cortlinga, you should probably know that my regular scheduled streams take place on Mondays and Thursdays. They'll always be in the night time, and more often than not these days, there'll be a daytime one as well on the same day. They're usually broken up by the fact that I have to go and pick my kids up from school, and I can't really stream all day long. I'm intending to add some more streams during the week, so we'll see how that goes. But for now, it's only Mondays and Thursdays guaranteed. Those of you watching the recording on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. I'm amazed you've made it 4 hours into this monstrous behemoth, but thank you for doing so. And bye-bye. Literally nobody. Bye-bye.